One, two, three, testing, testing. Testing, testing, testing. See, test, test, test. Okay. All right. Okay. Jehovah, there's really a lot going on in the world today. There's a lot going on, even more than what we're used to seeing. And Jehovah, I think that there's a message in it for Faithist. I hope that you use me to speak to my brethren about things from a spiritual perspective and how we can be encouraged, how we can redeem the time. Jehovah, I'm asking for my Ashars to give me utterance, to help me to speak, to be clear and understandable in what I'm saying, that you would glorify yourself, Jehovah. Thank you for this opportunity. Pray for my brethren that we can look inside, not be taken away with the events of the world, that we can redeem the time, we can use the current time to elevate ourselves for our eternity. So Jehovah, glorify yourself in your name. So my name is Jaikwab Ben Yisrael. Welcome to my channel. This is a channel for Faithists, brethren who can subscribe to the Oahspe guidebook, the Oahspe Bible. This is a channel for you. It's not very well known of. This is the Oahspe right here. It's not very well known of. Very controversial. And this is a channel for brethren who can hear this word. We live in a situation, we're in a situation right now, a very serious situation. We are in a hell of a situation. I'm going to go into it. This is the Oahspe right here. Now, there are a group of brethren called the Unknown Many who have put together a supplement to this book right here. They put together a supplement. This is it right here. Now, it's a 6-volume set that basically just chooses verses in the Oahspe by subject matter to try to get your attention. If there's a brother or sister that's listening to this video right now, and you may be a little short on funds, all you got to do is contact me. That's all you got to do, man. Just contact me. I'll send it to you for free. How do you like that? You contact me, and the brethren, the Unknown Many, have priced this 6-volume set to as low as it could possibly go. The 6-volume set is as low as it could possibly go. I think for like all 6 books, it's like $70-something. But if you, brother or sister, you're a Faithist, especially if you're a Faithist, and you want the 6-volume set, I'm sitting up here telling you I'll send it to you for free. right? Freely you have received, freely give, right? That's the kingdom. That's our kingdom. We don't sit up here trying to own anything, trying to grab everything like the world. I love what the unknown many have done, man. Every page you turn, well, I guess I could always, when I talk about this, I go and I could give you a sample of the 6 volume set on my room on Facebook. I like to post from it every night. I love it, man. I love it. I just can't thank the creator enough, man. I like to post from it every night. The creator for us is faith. That's our marching orders, is to go inside yourself, see how you can serve your brethren. Uh, so these are just some of the. Let me fix my screen here. It's messing up on me. Seeing, I think this is a time when everybody's getting off work, and so my screen starts messing up around this time. Here's the information. You know what? Here's the inside of the 6 volume set. Is stuff like this, what you see on the screen. So once again, man, I tell you, this should be the tribes of Ham. If a brother and sister is listening to me and you want this 6 volume set, all you got to do is contact me. If you're a little short on funds, I'm not saying I'm rich. I got $1 billion, $1 trillion, but it don't matter, man. I will get it to you. So I'm just going through what the inside of the 6 volume set, what it looked like, to give you an idea of the subject matter. See, this is meant to grab somebody off the street. Say that you leave it on the street, somebody pick it up, they thumb through it, and they catch a subject that catch their interest right away. That sort of thing. So anyway, that's that. That's the 6 volume set. Now, we have a Wednesday Bible study. Here's the link for the Faithists. If anybody wants to learn more about what we believe, what we teach. And then we got a Bible study on Wednesday too. And this is a Bible study. If you brethren, you want to have some fellowship with other brethren, then that's the information right there for the Bible study. It's a good way. In our situation, man, we need to fellowship with one another. So this is a good way during the week to keep your mind on, be around our kind, be around our people, because the world, that's what they do. They get together. Even where I live out here in Tucson, the homeless, they gather together. I mean, they gather together in little groups right there by the bus stops. They go out there and they just hang out by the bus stops, shooting needles, fentanyl, bent over at the waist for hours in the hot sun, right out here in Tucson, man. They get together. They congregate, man. And it's the same thing in the world. The churches, Christianity, religion, Muslim, Islam, Buddhism, Hinduism, they get together, man. And that's where a lot of their strength come from. It also helped to keep the light out. To keep the light out. It helped to keep Jehovah out, because there's strength in numbers. Now I want to say something, man. That I'm very confident the creator wants me to share this with y'all. Now, a couple of years ago, I think it was, I did a video on Pluto going into Aquarius. I don't know if y'all remember Pluto going into Aquarius. It was a hell of an event. It happened a couple of years ago. Now, let me see if I can find I know I put a link up for it. Pluto going into Aquarius. See, this is what affect us. This is the situation we're under right now. Pluto in Aquarius is a time like, how can I say, like no other. And we going through it right now. And to put it in a nutshell, from what I understand, it's like a time where it's a power shift. It goes from the few to the many. You know, Aquarius is the sign of the water bearer. The water bearer, they're good for watering the world with their knowledge. You know, if you ever talk to an Aquarius, they have this way of watering. They can water your soul with the things they say, with their knowledge. That's their gift. You know, they also are very forward thinking. They usually think like 20 years ahead of time. They're great humanitarians. And so we're in a time right now when you couple the two, Pluto going into Aquarius, you got Pluto as intensity. You got Aquarius as humanitarianism. And so when you put the two together, you're talking about an explosion where power goes to the people. And then when you read the Oahspe and you look at the arc cycles, you see great similarities. Now, we just so happen to be the Cosmic Era. The Cosmic Era, we're in the first 200-year subcycle. Now, when Pluto goes into Aquarius, now this is, I'm going to scroll it, and if y'all want to stop the screen, you can read it. I'm going to just try to give us a thumbnail sketch of it. Basically, we're in a situation right now in the world. I'm going to scroll it, try to scroll it real slow. So if y'all want, y'all can stop the screen and then stop where you want to read a little bit more about it. So let me try to do it real slow here. Okay. Now I'm going to just be commenting as the screen scrolls because it's kind of a long read. Basically, when you get Pluto going into Aquarius, you're talking about revolution. The French Revolution, the American Revolution, the Industrial Revolution, guess what? They all happened around the time that Pluto went into Aquarius. And we in the same situation today. Now, I'm going to link this with the title of the video, The Afterlife of a Dead Leader, because it's being widely reported that Benjamin Netanyahu is dead. It's being widely reported. And so when I heard, I decided to see what the Oahspe says about what happens to a wicked leader when they die. What happens to a wicked leader when they die? Now, when Pluto goes into Aquarius, you're talking about a different world. One of the strong points of Aquarius with humanitarianism, one of the characteristics is community. And that's what the Creator calls us as faithists to live together in communities, to be a community. And it seems like with what's going on in the world, it seems like the Creator is, I think that we should look at the earth and learn that by looking at the earth, we can see the Creator a little more clearly. We can learn about from history. We can learn about cycles. You know, we can. Oh shoot! I moved the thing, and I ended up speeding up the screen. By looking at the Earth, we can learn about the Creator and how He deals with men, what men do, governments of men, how cycles work, how we progress, how we regress. So when you look at the situation in the world today, if anyone is following that situation in the Middle East, if you're not, you probably should pay some attention to it, because our world, it looks like it's going to really, really change, man. Really, I mean, for real. This is, I mean, real thing, man. Real thing. That situation over there, I hope you brethren are paying at least a little attention to it. Because when you touch the world's money, and that's exactly what that situation over there is doing, then people, they start to wake up. You know what I mean? Faithists are the only ones who have a foundation so that our world is not going to get rocked when the economical system of this reality crashes, when people see that their only foundation, which was materialism, is gone. Now, I don't want to be a doom and gloom guy, but I'm telling you, we can't go on like this, man. This world here, this situation we're in right now, we can't go on like this. Now, if you want, I'm going to stop this scroll right here. And it's a long scroll. I'm going to go back up to the top, and you can go online and read the rest of it if you want to. A historical overview of Pluto and Aquarius and what to expect from this transit. This happened, this began a couple of years ago. And now we had the Ukraine war. We got all kinds of little conflagrations that have risen up. It's kind of like a boiling pot. And right now we got the Middle East situation. And then when we look back, remember, we had the French Revolution, the American Revolution, the Industrial Revolution, and it changed our reality even to this day. You should go back and read of the impact that those revolutions had on our reality. And it should tell you that what we're going through now, we don't know exactly what's going to happen. I do know, I remember when I did that video a year ago in Radiance Anthology, and it talked about the light. I showed you that map. Remember that map? It was a map, a graph, and it said from 2019, and it goes all the way past 2049. That map, that graph, and it was a indicator of the light is just going to keep going up and up, meaning the light was going to increase. What do I mean by the light? I mean the Oahspe, the light of the Creator, the knowledge of the Creator. The knowledge of the Creator is going to increase. That right there. That graph is, and if you think about it, it seems like we are being set up for the earth to receive this light. It seems like we're being set up for the earth to receive this light. With all that's going on, the people that walked in darkness have seen a great light. They that dwell in the land of the shadow of death, upon them hath the light shined. Talking about the Oahspe, talking about the revelations of the Oahspe. And so I could be wrong. You know, we got a lot going on. The situation over there, for those of you who do not know, currently, right now, Israel is being destroyed. Tel Aviv, Haifa, the major cities of Israel, Iran, Iran is destroying that nation. The United States is bombing them. Iran is bombing Israel. Iran is bombing others in that region who support the United States and Israel. The United States is trying to find a way to get out of it. They can't get out of it. The president is too proud to admit that he gotten himself in a situation he can't get out of. He too proud. It's just like that verse. Let me see. I had that verse up. You remember that verse? Let me see if I can find it. The one where he says, the wicked, they see trouble coming and they just keep right on going. Y'all remember that verse in the Bible? The wicked see trouble coming and continue on. King James Version. That's exactly, it's amazing how the Bible is telling on the world. This is not what I wanted. But let me read this. But the wicked are like the troubled sea when it cannot rest, whose waters cast up dirt and mire. That's interesting. But that's not what I wanted, though. The wicked see trouble coming and continue on. King James Version. No, it just won't want me to have it. I'm going to find it anyway. The wicked see trouble approaching and continue on. King James Version. Oh, here we go. It's amazing how the Bible, when you, the creator, he gives you the understanding to look at the Bible metaphysically. And then you start to read where it's talking about our reality. A prudent man foreseeth the evil and hideth himself, but the simple pass on and are punished. And we got a whole world of people. This is going on right now. A whole world. Everybody, you can go all on Twitter or YouTube, and all they're talking about is this war. That's trouble coming. And nobody stands to think. Nobody, I shouldn't say nobody, but you know what I mean? It don't equate to, well, maybe it does. I could be wrong because the creator said the light, that map that I was showing y'all on Radiance Anthology, how it was going to increase and increase and increase. The light was going to increase and increase and increase and increase. That graph I showed y'all from 2019, and it just keeps going up and up and up, meaning that the knowledge of the Oahspe is going to spread and spread and spread. But we got a whole world of people, and they know everything about warfare. They know about machinery, they know about ammunition, they know about geopolitical ramifications. They know every little detail, and they see what's going on right now. You know, the scripture, do y'all remember where it says, even even as you're called with one hope you're calling, Ephesians, you know, you, this is, this is a, I'm trying to bring it up. This is something that, you know what I mean? The events that's going on, you would think that it would be the primary thing on people's minds because the parties involved over there, the Middle East, they got nuclear weapons, man. United States, Israel. You see what I'm saying? Our reality, it could change. It's very possible, and we got to consider that. I don't know what the creator got in store, man. You know, there is one body, one spirit, just as you were called to the one hope. I should have put the whole thing on there. Let me I don't know what version this is. I want to hold tight. I want to bring up Ephesians 4:4, King James Version. Bible got a lot of wisdom. It's got a lot of truth in it. And it's talking to us to let us know what type of reality helps us to know ourselves, help us to know the reality we in, help us to understand the people that we are, the Uzians that rule over us. There is one body, one spirit. Yeah, that's true. Even as you're called, well, you could say there are Uzian spirits and there are faithless spirits, but even as you're called and one hope you're calling. And we in a situation in this reality where chances are you won't be exposed to the light. You will not be exposed to this. You go out in the street, you look around, people everywhere. Oh, I forgot to share the screen. Everywhere, people walking around everywhere, not exposed to what's going on, what the creator's doing, have no idea. They got no clue. And they spiritual people too. They say they spiritual, but they don't have no interest. They don't have no desire. Now, I say that because of my experience, because I like to find a way to try to share the light, talk to people, that sort of thing. And I would say at least 90% of people have no interest. They have no interest in talk. They think that their mind is like, hey, we got the scriptures. We know everything we need to know. You can't tell me nothing new. It ain't nothing more that he can tell us. That's the way people really think. That's why you cannot pour new wine into old wineskins. This reality where we live, it's been totally set up to block the light. I'm supposed to meet with the University of Arizona Friday. How much you want to bet they ain't going to call me? Now, I'm saying this hoping that they do. I'm saying this hoping that I'm wrong. I'm supposed to meet with the University of Arizona Theological Department to introduce them to the Oahspe in hopes that they might add it to the curriculum. How much you want to bet I ain't going to hear from them? How much you want to bet I'm going to have to call them? I'm going to have to go down there, which I don't mind. I don't mind being proactive. But it ain't no sensitivity. You would think, when I was on the phone talking with him, and the guy, he kept me on the phone. I thought he was going to, see the theological department. You got to figure a lot of people don't call every day saying, hey, you know what? I got new light. There's new light and can prove it. You got to figure that don't go on a lot. It's primarily Christian, Catholic type of curriculum that they got there. And the guy kept me on the phone and he was asking questions. And I think it was part of protocol to, if somebody called this department, see if they crazy, because they probably are crazy to be calling us, because don't nobody care about what we teaching. So he must be crazy, And so the guy, he started talking to me and I started showing him that, this is not kooky stuff and that there's knowledge and wisdom behind it. And then about 45 minutes later, he said, hey, look, man, I'm going to set you up with an interview with the administrator, for the university here. I'm going to set you up. You come in, you tell her what you told me, bring the books down, and then let's see what she say, I said, okay. I said, now you're going to, you promise you're going to get in contact with me. He said, yeah, we're going to contact you. I don't believe it. I just don't believe it, Now I'm saying that hoping that I'm wrong, I'm just trying to show you, brethren, and you already know, man, there ain't no interest in this thing. Even amongst people who say that they're spiritual. Last year, I'm not trying to brag or anything, man. I'm just telling it like it is. Last year, when I was off, when I stopped doing videos, the creator, he had me do some things. He had me work on some projects. And one of the projects that I worked on, I sent letters all over the world to theological institutions, to prisons, to Division I colleges, to all over the world. It must have totaled over 4,000. Over 4,000. I heard back from two people. And both of them were right here in Arizona, and they were prisons. Now, the reason why I'm mentioning that is because there ain't no desire for what the creator is saying, what he's doing. There ain't no desire. It ain't no desire, man, for this thing. And that just knocks me out, because people they like to learn when it's too late. People like to learn when it's too late, man. You have people in this reality who work all their life. They start when they're young, and then when it's time, they get up on the world stage, and then everybody wants to be like them. Everybody wants to be that, want to be famous, want to be acknowledged, want to be powerful, that sort of thing. And really the same thing is going on. It's like the faithists. Now, when the creator, he talks about faithists being supreme in all the world, I think he's talking about the spirit of faithists be supreme in all the world. But I know the creator, he talks about faithists coming into glory. I don't understand it. I believe it. I think that all I'm trying to say is that the labor, the faith, the believing, the learning that we do is not in vain. I know it's not in vain. It's not in vain, man. I know in my heart that the creator is going to vindicate, that faithists are going to be vindicated. I know they're going to be vindicated, man. I know they're going to be vindicated. And that's what makes this reality, this testing, this darkness, this isolation, that's what makes it make sense to me. Anything worth having is not easy, man. You know what I'm saying? Anything worth having is not easy. And I know that's true. When it comes to the creator, and he be talking about, he talks about the glory of the heavens. And he talks about how one day, the next day is even better than the one before. These are things that I should have on screen, but it's just crossed my mind and I'm just sharing it. It's the promises that really keep you going. They keep you going, man, if you can receive it. Now, the title of the video is The Afterlife of a Dead Wicked Leader. Now, I'm saying that because it's being reported again that Benjamin Netanyahu has been assassinated. He's been killed. There are reports, and he hasn't been showing up for some of the meetings, military of his nation. He hasn't been seen, you know, and it's a big event. He's the primary reason why the United States right now is at war with Iran. And again, it looks like this situation somehow, I mean, this is some real stuff that's going on now. It ain't no more talking now. Pluto has gone into Aquarius. That means a change for yo behind. And one of the characteristics of Pluto going into Aquarius is power from the few, from the Capricorn to the Aquarius, the many, humanitarian, the brotherhood of man. Aquarius is brotherhood of man. Pluto has gone into Aquarius, and that means that the things that are going on right now in our reality, how can I say they will be very unique. It's going to be something, and it's already something we can feel. It's already something we can feel, meaning we're going to get affected. I think the creator's way of bringing people to look at the light is he have to squeeze you a little bit. He have to squeeze you a little bit, man, because you won't pay attention. You won't pay attention, man. Everything is for man's resurrection. So the name of the video is The Afterlife of a Dead and Wicked Leader. And, the Oahspe, it talks about what happens. And I used AI to help to explain the things that happen to people who are rulers in this reality. Now, I'm going to read. I'm going to read. I'm going to read about what it says. Matter of fact, check this out. Look at what I'm going to do here on the screen. Watch this. This is the type of stuff I be doing at night when I be meditating. And any old thing just come to my mind about the Oahspe. I just let my mind just go free, man, And I think this is one of the questions that I came up with, which caused me to do this video. Now check this out. According to the Oahspe Bible, what does it say will happen to leaders like Benjamin Netanyahu, who have caused a lot of death and killing in the world today? Okay, so you see that? And then they go and search the Oahspe. And then it comes up with some research by others, like pages and stuff. Check this out. It's taking a long time. Usually I use Deep Seek or Grok. That's what I'm using now. Grok on Twitter. Grok is pretty. I found it to be pretty even better than Deep Seek, at least until Deep Seek catches up with the Oahspe. Grok seems to have caught up with the Oahspe a little bit better. So this is it's talking about. Hold on, let me. I want to do something with the screen here, right quick. Uh, let's see. Okay, I think. Let's see. Let me see. Brethren, bear with me a second. I'm trying to do something. Trying to do something here. My screen is messing up on me. Okay, there we go. All right. Now, the question is my question was, according to the Oahspe Bible, what does it say will happen to leaders like Benjamin Netanyahu, who have caused a lot of death and killing in the world today? Now, you can say this about any of the leaders, King Leopold, Adolf Hitler, Joseph Stalin, Mao Zedong, you know, Idi Amin. You can just put all of their names, men who have ruled over men, who have caused the death, have sent men to war. Barack Obama, men who have sent others to their death or have in one way or another defrauded the oppressed, people who have not ruled over the people that have been given to them in a way that is reflective of the light. You don't get away with that. See, the world don't know this stuff. You don't get, I mean, I'm not telling you, brother, nothing you don't already know. I'm going to read this. According to the Oahspe Bible, what does it say will happen to leaders like Benjamin Netanyahu, who have caused a lot of death and killing in the world today? It says, according to Oahspe, now it's a long read, so I can't read all of it. It says, according to Oahspe, a new Bible, the Creator, Jehovah, and God's judgments applied the same universal roles to any king, queen, emperor, or other ruler, including modern leaders who cause widespread death, killing through war, conquest, oppression, or failure to prevent harm. It says the 1882 text does not name any specific contemporary figures, but okay. It says, what happens to such leaders after death? Look at this. It says, judgment pursues them into the spirit world. How do you like that? Talking about the afterlife, the heavens, atmosphere. Their spirit is bound to every person they cause to be slain or harmed. I can't even fathom that. I can't even fathom that, man. Moreover, judgment shall pursue that king into the spirit world, and the subjects he took unto himself on earth shall be his in heaven to redeem and provide for and educate. Neither shall he have exaltation in my heavens faster than the lowest of his subjects. For everyone whom the king causes to be slain, the king shall mete out retribution until all his enemies do pardon and forgive him. Now, if you look at the world, and let's say a man was sent to prison unjustly, you know where I'm going? And the state has to make retribution for the injustice. They usually have to pay out of the behind. The retribution in this world, I mean, retribution in this world, when people are done wrong, they want you to pay 10 times worse than what you did to them. Am I right? Am I right or wrong? You know how human nature is, man. You know? Here, it says that when a king is slain, it says, for everyone whom the king caused to be slain, the king shall mete out. That means he has to pay back. He got to make it good, man. Check it out. The king shall mete out retribution until all his enemies do pardon and forgive him. So, if I may digress for a second, let's say my worst enemy, let's say he bullied and chomped me out all the days of my life. All the days of my life, man, And then he killed me, Creator, he says that spirit will be waiting for him. And now here we read, I don't have to embellish, man. You get the idea, right? How long do you think it's going to be before I forgive my enemy, man? Let's say I'm not a faithist. You know what I mean? The Creator is saying, until you're going to be constantly paying me back for the things you have done unto me until I pardon you and forgive you. You know what I mean? Correct me if I'm wrong, man. It says the leader cannot rise faster than the lowest of those he harmed. The spiritual ascent is tied directly to the victims. They must personally serve, educate, and redeem every soul affected, often over 6 generations or 20 or 40 generations before passing the second resurrection. Death does not erase the debt. You see why the world need the Oahspe. Sit the worst leader down and show him this. Sit him down, and then, see, that's how the Creator is going to bring the kingdom. That's how the Creator is going to bring the kingdom. He's going to tell you, and the Creator don't plead with anybody. He don't beg anybody. That's what I love, man. Because we live in a world where people are proud, and they just feel like they can just, I don't, they could, you know what I mean? They can just say any old crazy thing, man. I mean, so far as calling, just unbelief, and then, like the Bible says, what does it say when you try to cast your pearls before swine? It's just like that. Casting your pearls before swine, they do not cast your pearls before swine. Do not cast your pearls before swine. It is a biblical idiom from Matthew 7:6, advising against sharing valuable, sacred, or deeply personal things with those who cannot appreciate or understand them, as they may disrespect or destroy them. It teaches wisdom in sharing truths or resources, urging that you avoid wasting efforts on those who are hostile and constantly dismissive. And then also part of that verse says they'll basically trample on what you share with them, and then they turn around and rend you. And that's where we live. That's where we live, man. That's the attitude of the people of where we live. So somehow the light is going to increase. It is going to increase. And when you consider the low spiritual grade, the pride, the one thing that keeps the president from getting out of that situation he's in right now, he's in a situation for your behind. He can't get out of it. Iran is saying, hey, you started it, and now we know you can't do a long war, and that's exactly what we're going to give you. You can't keep dropping them bombs forever. You know, Israel is getting, they done run out of them things, them interceptors that shoots down rockets and missiles before it hit them. They done run out of them things. Now they just get bombed at will. And they got nuclear weapons. You see how we could be affected? This situation, we could be affected for real. And the one thing that keep the situation from ending is the president. He too proud. He a proud man. He can't admit defeat. He can't say, hey, look, man, we made a mistake, man. We made a mistake thinking that we could just come over here and chump y'all out after a couple of days. And now all these analysts, they trying to tell him, hey, we can't keep fighting them. How many missiles and planes do you think an aircraft carrier can handle, man? We only got so much. We can keep firing at them. If this thing go on for months, another month, 2 months, we got to come back. They trying to tell him, the president, but he too proud, man. He's a proud man. He can't admit defeat. And Iran knows that. We in a situation, man. Remember what the Oahspe say? What the Oahspe says? How from the time, I got to show you this. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. I want you, brethren, know that every time I talk about this, I got to show you, man. One of my favorite verses. You talk about rogues. Let's see if it'll let me share. Hold on. I want to share. Let me share the screen. Where the creator, he talks about the character of the people who is going to rule over us from the time of the Cosmic era until, I would think, till the kingdom come. He's saying this about all the leaders that have ruled over us. This is what the creator says about them. You brethren are very familiar with this. I just can't get over the truth of it. How true it is. Look at this. This is what's going on. This is our world. But I call of a in the middle of an account. I'm going to start verse 18. He says, and I said to the Uzzians, those are non-Jehovians, those are brethren who do not receive the light, don't understand it, don't receive it, the Oahspe. Uzzians, no faith, no belief, live for the world, materialism, do not care about spiritual things, the heavens, the afterlife, or their only sensitivities lie with the flesh, things of the flesh, five senses, It says, and I said to the Uzzians, let this be a testimony to you of the power of the Almighty. You go about building ships of war and harbors for defense with torpedoes and all types of wicked inventions. Who did that sound like? You know what I mean? The Creator, it's kind of embarrassing the way he pinpoints. See, this information is not in the Bible. He withheld it from the Bible because he says it's a partial revelation. You go about building ships of war and harbors for defense with torpedoes and all types of wicked inventions. But I say to you, this nation, now I'm saying is talking about America. America, this nation, this government, and this people shall not be attacked in the places you build. It is within, meaning we are going to rot. The political leadership that is over this nation is going to corrode the nation. Already, people are talking about America. You know, they talk about how it's no longer a global power. It's a regional power, if that, at best. And pretty soon, it might not even be that because the power is shifting to the Asiatic nations. Power is shifting, meaning people trading with themselves, aligning with themselves, spending their own money in between them and shutting out the dollar. The BRICS nations, trading bloc, shutting out the West, and the rulership, the government of this nation, they see it, and you hear almost on the day you always, the politicians with their hands in the cookie jar, meaning lining their own pockets. And people are waking up to that. People are getting pissed off at higher prices, cost of living, tired of the corruption. We got a president who's a narcissist. He names buildings after himself. All he knows is his self. He lies. He's a liar. He's a rogue. He is a rogue, man. For I will draw away the righteous, and none but rogues shall accept your great offices. Now, that just ain't talking about president. That's talking about Congress. It's talking about the Senate. It's talking about state offices. It's talking about local offices. Look at this. And this trend shall continue to grow upon you in the way of evil. Look at that. Declining in virtue. That means these leaders from whoever was president in the 1880s, who was that Lincoln or whoever, Millard Fillmore, Andrew Jackson, all the way up until now and in the future. Man, their character, their spirit, their soul, it was going to be declining in virtue more and more every year up until now. Now, what do you got now, man? What do you got now? Do you see the Creator, man? Good night, man. Can you see the Creator? How he pegged people? I mean, he can't be any clearer. And we see it with our own eyes. And, other nations, that's why America is in the position it's in now. Because, see, other nations, I will say they're more about their dignity than America is. Meaning, you can't bribe their leaders. I mean, I'm sure there's exceptions to the rule, but a Russian Politburo member, the Politburo is like a member of the government, try to bribe him with a honeypot. You can't do that to them. You know, try that stuff over in China. A honeypot. That's a woman who can compromise a politician. You know, she can compromise him. You know, get him in a compromising situation. Governments, they use that. They use that. That's what the Epstein files are. You know what I mean? See, other than China, you know, you don't get away with that with their politicians. Russia, you know, America, all day long, man, you can buy a politician, you know, and they sell the people out. We've been sold out. And now we in a situation where it's like, I don't know what's going to become to this country, man. You know, I don't know what's going to become of it, man. All I know is that for faithist, you got a foundation. Remember what it says in the Bible? I got to show you that, man. I'm gonna get back to reading about Afterlife of Leaders. I love to think about this part right here. The rain fell, the winds blew. King James Version. I love this verse, man. I can understand it better now. Talking about faithist, talking about faith that is founded on a rock, man. You know, faith that's founded on a rock. Gotta love the Bible, man. Turns out the Creator is given the understanding that we can read it and see how it's talking about our reality. We can read the Bible, man, and see how it's talking to us, man. Many will say to me in that day, Lord, Lord. See, this is dead religion. Dead religion, man. You know, they asked the Pope today. They said, hey, what the hell are we going to do? Do something. The Pope said, well, he said, look within your soul when you're thinking about the war. He said, look within your soul, man. You know? What the hell is that? See, he the cause of that. He know that religion ain't got no power. It ain't got no power, and it's being exposed. The Creator, he exposing religion. It ain't got, there's Christians over there fighting. Over there fighting right now. Christians against the Muslims. Not everyone that saith to me, Lord, Lord, shall enter the kingdom of the Creator, but he that doeth the will of my Father which is in heaven. Now, that's right. That's true. That's true. Many will say to me in that day, what is that day? When we get a radio, or when we get a emergency alert saying we getting ready to get hit in 5 minutes with a nuclear weapon. Many will say to me in that day, Lord, Lord, have we not prophesied in thy name? And in thy name have cast out devils, and in thy name done many wonderful works? And then I will profess unto them, I never knew you. Depart from me, ye that work iniquity. Now, that sounds harsh, but there's truth in here. I don't think the Creator would ever say, I never knew you. I'm just trying to point out the spirit of this verse is the Creator. You know, most people do not find the light. They don't find it. And then when it hits them in the face, they don't want it and they get violent against it. They can't receive it, man. This word here, man, even as you are called with the one hope of your calling, we have one hope, man, and maybe not, but you can see how easily it is. If you think about how you came into this truth, that could have easily not have happened, is all I'm saying. For me, I was just sitting there. I was on YouTube and I was scrolling. I came across Brother Maine and he was reading from the Oahspe, and the light came on in my head right then and there. I I I I I was born. Well, I can't say, I was in a state of shock. I was in a state of shock at what I was hearing. And so I started to read. I started looking into it, and then I went online, and then I came across that debate with Brother Malachi and Selah Shalom and Cosmic Cal that they did with Captain Zariat and Daryl Cosman. And I was just getting into the Oahspe, man. I was just getting into it, and I couldn't believe what they were doing to that Hebrew Israelite, because I was one. And if a Hebrew Israelite could smash any man on earth with the Bible, they can smash any man on the face of this planet except the faithless. Except a faithless, man. I never thought I would see what I witnessed when I watched that video. And Daryl, he asked him that question. He said, if your God told you to oh, he said if your God commanded you to kill your son, would you do it? And that dude said, yeah. He said, yeah. And that's when a big light came on, like, and you were part of this? You were part of this. You were a part of that. Yaquab, you believe the same way he did. Nope, not me. I couldn't believe he said it. You know what I mean? And it was just part of the awakening process. Sometimes you just got to be hit in the face, man. With I had a little light in me, the Oahspe, but that sealed the deal right there. That sealed the deal, man. Therefore, whosoever hears these sayings of mine and doeth them, I will liken him unto a wise man which built his house upon a rock. And here you, and then, brethren, this is our situation. A faithist is made out of concrete, man. You know, his foundation, you're not going to rock that. That's one brother, sister. You're not going to rock his foundation, man. You're not going to rock it, man. That's because the Creator is that strong. And the rain descended, and the floods came, and the winds blew. That's talking about life. And beat upon that house, and it fell not, for it was founded upon a rock. And so we in a situation in the world. I'm telling you, man, you can't say that some situation. I ain't trying to fear monger, man. You know, we in a real situation. We in a real situation, brethren. And check at everyone that heareth these sayings of mine. See? And doeth them not shall be likened unto a foolish man which built his house upon the sand, and the rain descended, the floods came, the winds blew, beat upon that house, and fell, and great was the fall of that house. It says, and the winds blew, beat upon that house, and it fell, and great was the fall of it. That's talking about the Uzzians, the anti-Jehovians. Not saying that you want it to be that way, but the Creator, he's not subject to, flights of fancy, bouts of emotion. He just tell you the way it is. And I'm just using the scriptures to show that the Creator, he leaves it up to us. He leave it up to us, man. He leave it up to us, man. We know that it's going to go well with us. We as faithists, we know in our soul, man. That's why he's made of concrete. That's what the light does. I wish I could think of a scripture that goes along with that. about the transformation that takes place in the that's why I like for you, brethren, to come on and matter of fact, I haven't even put the link in the chat where I like to when y'all testify and other brethren hear you, you helping them to strengthen their foundation. Let me put the link in the chat there. Let me go to the chat, man. I haven't even been there. All right, Fritz. Bishop. Let me put a wrench by your name. Bishop, you've been here. I don't know if you're still here, but make you an admin. There's no way to do it right now. I think they make you pay to do it now. StreamYard. Yafa. Good to see you, Yafa. Elijah. Omian. Bron Joki. Lucifer Lucero. Mahalia. Servant. And Asa Nath. Asa Nath. Yes. You can't see the forest when you are standing among the trees. Yeah. I mean, the situation we in, in a day like today, in a time like today, and wouldn't you know it, Brother Dave, man, we got the brother in the room. My brother. Hey, Dave, I would come up to visit you, man, but you live in Bullhead City, man. Why would I want to go to Bullhead, a town? Why would I be found in? I'm just poking fun at you, man. you always you always you always get me when I don't share the screen, so I had to find something about you. Hey, Kizzy, yeah, I'm glad to be back, man. I'm glad to be back, man. The creator, he's going to get this thing started. He's going to get it started, man. The creator said America, he's going to, the Oahspe, the light was going to play a big part. It was going to play a big part. America was going to play a huge part. See, Romans 12:2. Asnath wants to go to Romans 12:2. Romans 12:2. Yeah, the Bible is full of, you can read it now. If you read it metaphorically, there's so many blessings in it. You read it metaphorically. Oh man, this just full of blessings. But thank you, Kizzy. Romans 12:2. Let's read that. And be not conformed to this world. That's a good one. But be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind, that you may prove what is that good and acceptable and perfect will of the Creator. Be not conformed to this world. Man, being in this reality, it can be tough, man. It can be tough because the darkness, it is so clear. It is so clear, man. I mean, and there ain't nothing that you can do except rejoice that you got brought out of the beast. You were able to come out of her, that you got delivered from the beast kingdom. You can appreciate the darkness now. You should be able to appreciate it. What darkness is. Darkness is religion. So let me go back to the title of the video. What happens to the wicked leader, or the afterlife of a wicked leader? Again, it's being reported that Benjamin Netanyahu was killed. And so that's what gave me the inspiration. That's what gave me the inspiration for this video. Special judgment for leaders who engage in war. If the deaths and killing stem from war, offensive or defensive, the judgment is even stricter. Whosoever obeyeth not this my judgment. See, the hard thing about this reality, people, they play with the creator. You play with him. You don't think he really means. See, that's what's matter of fact, that's what keep me running, man. You know, when you don't take the creator serious, when I see people and you don't take him seriously, when you try to talk to them and then it goes in one ear and out the other, and they sitting up there wearing a spiritual shirt, showing they church or talking about Jesus Christ or something spiritual, and you try to talk to them and it goes in one ear and out the other. I know, wow, it has an effect on me when you can't listen. We live in a world of people who can't hear. You cannot hear. You can't. If in order for a person to hear this, you know what I mean? You have to. It has to be an immediate manifestation of something before a Uzian, an anti-Jehovian, will hear this light, and even maybe not even then. Whosoever obeyeth not this my judgment shall not rise above the first resurrection in heaven, whilst war remaineth on the earth. Even though their bondage be 100 years or 1,000 years, yet this my judgment against them shall not be put aside. And what we just got finished reading, let's say I'm a ruler, I rule over you, and I've been oppressing you for, let's say, 40, 50 years. And Creator, he says that my judgment is I'm not going to be able to rise until I cross over, and I basically make amends to you to the point where you forgive me. And if you look at the world, if the spirit mortals, angels are like anything in the world, which I'm sure they probably are, those who don't make the resurrection, if you look at the world, people can be pretty harsh, man, and unforgiving. We live in we got a situation going where people can be pretty damn harsh, man. And if you wrong them, they want 10 times done to, ain't that the truth? They want 10 times, they want, huh? I'm telling the truth, man. You know what I'm saying. And here the Creator says, such leaders are abandoned by God, the Lords, and holy angels. They got to make restitution to people they ruled over. That one king, King Zhao, he was the grandfather of Capelia, I think it was, or the foster father of Capelia. Y'all remember him? What was his name? King Zigao or something like that? Zigao? Did y'all remember reading that account about him? The Creator used him to show you what leaders think. What leaders think when they getting ready to kick the bucket, when they getting ready to die. Remember him, King Zigao? Y'all want to read that? Oh, here it is right here. How do you like that? It happens all the time, man. See, look at that. I didn't know it was there. I was referring to this. I was going to read this. Let me read this. It says, neither will I consider the prayers of any king who engage in war, and they shall be left as a prey to their own harvest of evil spirits and to all manner of druges. Do you want to be subject to a druja? You know what I mean? That evil vibration, where the Tetrak rule in them. And they shall be afflicted with assassinations, and intrigue, and intriguers and despoilers, and with anarchy and riots and destruction. Let me see. Ace that's got something. She says they allegedly debunked that video of Benjamin Netanyahu saying he has 6 fingers on one hand, and it's supposed yeah, they just coming out with a bunch of AI stuff. Did you see the latest one where he had a cup of coffee and he was drinking it, but the level didn't go down, you know, and then he had the one where he had a ring on his finger and then it appeared, then it disappeared. They keep coming out with these new videos to show that he's alive, but people keep shooting it down, you know, and pointing out that it's AI, it's AI. And so it says, neither will I consider the prayers of any king who engage. Just see the creator. I mean, do you think he's serious, man? And they shall be left as a prey to their own harvest of evil spirits, to all manner of judges, and they shall be afflicted with assassinations and intriguers and despoilers, and with anarchy and riots and destruction. And he has no clue, man. If he went to the spirit world, this is his situation right now. Benjamin Netanyahu. You wake up, man, and it's nothing but chaos. And people coming after you, hurting you, anarchy and riots. Their heavens become chaotic, filled with the very disorder they sowed. The spirits of those slain in war who died in the heat of passion and fear and anger can indeed catch and blind them, as Capelia affirms in the book of Archibald. This is exactly what I was referring to. He had a conversation with the king. The king was getting ready to die. He was asking Capelia a whole bunch of questions about afterlife. One of the questions the king asked, my son, can the spirits of them we have slain catch us in heaven and injure us? Capelia said, yea, O king. And then check it out. Yea, O king. The spirits of them that you have oppressed can catch you in heaven and they can injure you. See? And so then it goes on and makes a point about this is not eternal. That's the good news that, we can all take comfort in. Nobody is lost forever. Creator, that's where the Bible's alive, man. Talking about that statement that Jesus Christ made. Y'all remember that? That's a lie, man. That is a lie. Where the worm dieth not and the fire is not quenched. Pointing to eternal damnation. That's a Christian creator. He says that's a lie. I think I was reading somewhere where the creator said that if he lost, or I think Jesus Christ of the New Testament said it, and it's true. If God lost anything, really talking about the creator, then he wouldn't be the creator. If he lost anything, that wouldn't be the creator. That's not all powerful. That means something was able to deprive you of something that you both created and you say is yours. Logic alone, man, it should make sense. Where the worm dieth not and the fire is not quenched. The fire is quenched. This is a lie right here. This is a lie in the Bible. That's a lie, man. And Jesus Christ said it. See? So anyway, when these leaders, if they only knew, then this would be a different place. And I hope that that's what we come into. I hope that that's what we come into in this reality. I know this, our world is changing. It's changing even as we speak. And it doesn't really it doesn't really have an effect on us finances until our finances get hit or our job let out. Servant of Truth says he gave freedom of choice and we reap according to those choices. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. See, that's the that is the um, rock solid truth right there. See, free will, man, that's like a double-edged sword because you brethren, do you know I like to talk about this all the time? We making ourselves. I'm getting ready to read from Radiance Anthology. I found a page that's going to really bless y'all. I mean, it's going to knock y'all flat, man. I'm going to read from Radiance Anthology. Our free will, see, the world don't know this, man. This what can serving the creator, it can hurt you, man. you know, because the truth is so strong and you want to share it because it's good for people. It's good for you, man. You know, it's good. It is so good for you, man. For faithists, you got it in you, but the world keep fighting you. They just fight you. That's why I think, I need to stay here on earth and I need a little more seasoning. Cause sometimes I flare up, and you can't do that, man. You cannot do that. But I think I'm getting better. I think I'm maturing where I'm getting better at just hold my peace. You can't force nobody. Because people just don't believe that you want to do right by them. We like that, man. We just, and when people look up and see leaders lying, deceiving people, then that take away their trust. You taking some of their trust away. You taking some of their trust away. Children, they see that stuff. You a liar. You don't care about your dignity. You ain't got no character. You don't mind. You ain't got no dignity, man. And they see that and think it's okay. Well, I ain't gotta have no dignity either. What does the Bible say? The servants are like the king or something like that. As the king is, so are the servants. Hey, servant of truth, if you want, click on the link, man. We can have a conversation. If you want to come on and talk, let me put the link in the room again. I'm getting ready to read from Radiance Anthology. Y'all gonna love that, man. Here's the link. I don't know who you are, but you're welcome to come in the room. Let me see. Yes, sir. I had to learn that the Most High is not. Yep. And it seemed like people want a dictator because they had one for so long. Yes, sir. I had to learn that the Most High is not a dictator. Sometimes that helped me to understand why, there are some women that will stay with an abusive husband. You know what I mean? They will stay. Now, the creator helped me to see how that could be. Some people just don't want to, they just can't leave religion. They can't leave the beast. They used to the beast. They've been with it for so long, they can't leave, man. They can't even see how you being abused. You can't even see you in bondage, man. Yes, sir. I had to learn that the Most High is not a dictator. We cannot force nor impose authentic love. We cannot force nor impose our authentic love, compassion, kindness, mercy, empathy, generosity, purity, nor any of these qualities. That's the truth. That is the truth, man. That's why, and it's just I keep the Creator. He allows us to make ourselves. He allows us to make ourselves. Remember, I got to show you, man. I'm sorry if it take me the rest of this year. I'm gonna find this verse. I'm gonna find it right now. I'm gonna find. I heard a beat. Somebody want to come on? Oh, okay. Deshaun.
Yeah.
Hey, brother.
Do I need to mute it or something?
Oh, okay. Or no, you sound good. You
No,
sound
I mean
good.
like the video, because I want to hear what you. Hold on.
Okay.
Okay, I gotta keep my speaker. Yeah, yeah, I hear you now. I'm hearing
Okay.
myself. I ain't never done this before.
Okay. Um, you sound good. So let's see how it go. You sound good right now. Still there?
Uh,
You sound good. I don't hear no echo.
okay, all right, my bad. I had to figure out what to do. I, I still hear myself double though.
I don't hear you.
Weird. I do.
You
Hmm.
might have to turn your hit mute for. Oh no, wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute. There's a setting that. Hey, Dave, what's causing his echo? Ace and F. What do his setting got to be? Are you listening on YouTube?
Well, I just
Well,
paused it.
yeah, well, yeah, you got to be listening on YouTube. Turn
Yeah,
the sound down. Turn the sound down on the YouTube channel.
I already did that. I paused it. Yeah, I paused the YouTube video, so I'm just talking to you. I didn't want to interrupt your show though.
Oh, it's okay, man. I be trying to get. The brother said mute the computer to eliminate the reverb.
Mute the computer.
Mute the computer to eliminate the reverb.
Uh, okay. Let's see. How do I do that?
It's all good, brother. I'm just glad you came on.
All right. Yeah, man. I was agreeing with you though. I was just giving more clarity and understanding. When people talk about free agency, uh, it's been misused and abused. Christians
Mhm.
basically took what Satan has said, do without wilt, and they put a twist on it with love. They took the name of love and used that as like a scapegoat, like Jesus came to die for their sins, right? And
Mhm.
now
Mhm.
Jesus' blood covers their sin. And as long as they believe that, they can do whatever the hell they want to do in their flesh, and they don't ever have to worry about any consequences for their actions. That
Mhm.
that's
Mhm.
the same thing
Mhm.
as do without will.
There,
Not
there
expecting
you
any kind
go.
of
There
repercussions
you
to come
go.
upon you. That's ignorance.
There you go. That's nice. That's nice. You're right, brother. See, Christianity is a good deal, man. You know, that's a good. If I can go out and buy up everything and put it on your credit card, that's cool with me. And that's the effect it have on the people who believe it. As long as you
Right.
tell them he paid for my sin, I mean, in America, you telling
Yeah.
you telling me that I remember what Asenath, that story she came out with, where so there was this movie where the there was this person that they could do all the evil they wanted to, and somebody else had to pay for it. All the evil you did, somebody else had to pay for it. But this story was kind of different because it caused the person not to, from what I understand, it caused them to not do the evil they were doing. But religion, the effect that it got in, I mean, Christianity, if people can play you for a sucker, they will play you. You will get played, brother. You know, and sorry to say, people they dupe themselves because all their life they end up not being able to make any resurrection of themselves. If you can understand what I'm saying.
I do.
But let me see. The brother said mute Yaquab's channel to cancel the reverb.
But how do I do that on the StreamYard? I don't know how to do that on the StreamYard.
Oh, you got me, bro. You got me, brother. I can't say, man.
Because I have the other one muted.
Uh
Um,
huh.
I don't hear you on the video, but when
Uh.
I don't hear myself now. I don't hear myself double now. So now it's better now.
Okay.
So
Yeah, you sound good. You sound good. But
all
yeah,
right,
you
cool.
hit the nail on the head, man. It's just it's a killer for me, because I don't think that every single Christian is like that. I think there's a lot of sincere Christians, man, but I've known a lot of people who they got in their mind, they got a ticket that says admit one. They got fire insurance.
Right.
And so you cannot you cannot resurrect a man that way. You
But
can't
see,
do
man,
it, man.
the problem with Christianity is them hidden sins, bro. Like
Hmm. Hmm.
most church going Christians, they're not out there stealing and or killing people or stuff like that, but they got them hidden sins in their heart. You know what I'm saying? Like hatred, jealousy,
Yeah, yeah,
betrayal.
the tet racks.
Yeah, these types of sins, selfishness, that's a huge one. You know,
Hmm. Hmm. See,
love
that's a great.
love of
The, cre-
money instead of
yeah.
love of the brethren, especially the meek.
Hmm.
They hate the meek, the tenderhearted, because they're all about dictatorship, you know,
Hmm.
and that's
Hmm.
the opposite of love. Like, how can you
Hmm.
love somebody when you refuse to let them be them? You're trying to impose your will upon them. That's not love.
Right. That's why only the creator he can break the power of false gods, man. And what I mean by that is the false god influence in the human heart. There's no, I mean, the creator is the only one who can resurrect, legislate, moralize the human heart. He's the only one that can do it, man.
Well, we have to allow him to do it though, because he
You
don't
got to allow him to do it. That's what I'm saying. You know,
humble. We got to be humble. Like
but
that's why
there's
he said
yeah.
those that humble themselves as little
Hmm.
children is the greatest in the kingdom. Because the more
Hmm.
humble that you are, the more reproof and rebuke that you can accept via the spirit of truth. That is
Hmm.
what allows you to grow in the spirit and in truth. And most people don't realize that. Like they don't want to sacrifice their own ego. They don't want
Hmm. Hmm.
themselves, but it was easy for me to do that because I was always like a child of heart. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
And
Hmm. Hmm.
that was just my natural personality. But I got a lot of crap for it from my family. Called
Hmm.
irresponsible and these types of things. I got a lot of berating
Hmm.
because I was
Hmm.
always a child at heart. So
Hmm.
yeah, it just in this type of world, being a child at heart is not admired or praised. Is looked down upon. You're called
Hmm.
irresponsible and lazy and
Hmm.
stuff like that. But I was always a seeker. I asked a lot of questions, and my family didn't like that. Like religious people don't like that. They want you to just take what they say and obey. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, I do. Yeah. You're right, man. I mean, each of us got our own journey is unique to us, the things that we had to go through and overcome. But I can see what you're saying, how your type of vibration, the type of journey that it's got to go through in this world. I mean, Every day is, I mean, every day is a constant test
Mhm.
for us to deal with that those the tet racks, those vibrations. It seemed like the creator, he got everything situated. So let's say you're dealing with anger. People who test your anger come in your life,
Yeah.
all the time, You have a problem with, just whatever. And then
Everything that we go through is so we can learn.
yeah, to make the resurrection. Because think when you think of the Oahspe, man, it's like what type of people would you want to live among? You know, do you
Man,
would you like to live? You know what I mean?
yeah, man.
Would
I would
you do
love to
you?
live amongst like-minded people who want to love one another as thyself, you know?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's the creator just make too much sense, man, for me. I mean, it's like he's saying, well, okay, if you want to live amongst those type of spirits, he let you. That's what I just got finished reading about wicked rulers and people who are able to kill and murder and all this, oppress other people. He let you
Does
go and live with those people. It
does
make 100% sense, man, from a loving a creator who's he
yes.
he he treats everybody equally. You know
Yes.
what I mean?
I was gonna
It
ask you.
should, huh?
I was gonna ask you, does the Oahspe go into detail about the different levels of his kingdom?
Okay, let's do this then. Let's ask AI. The answer is yes, but I'm a, I'm a, I'm a, I'm a use AI, and we could talk about it together. Hold on a second. I'm gonna
Yeah, I'm
just
curious
use.
about
I'm gonna use AI. See,
that's
this is where this is good, man. This thing here, this is part of the Cosmic era. This is part of Pluto going into Aquarius. AI. Some people use it to evil. Some people use it for righteousness. One of the things that AI is really dangerous. It can distort reality.
yes.
Now, what is your question again? Does the OSP talk about different levels of heaven?
Yeah, what I was wondering if it had different, if it went into details about the different levels of the kingdom, kind of like the sealed portion. The sealed portion
Okay,
talks about.
hold on a second. Let me ask it. Hold on.
Okay.
Does the OAHSPE give different levels of heavens in detail? Okay. See, this is a good thing about AI. Okay. It says yes. Yes.
Three great worlds. That's what.
Describes the heavens in great detail.
Yeah. Oh
See,
my.
you see that? You see that on the screen?
Yes,
Can you
sir.
see that?
Yeah.
Huh?
Yes, sir. I can see
Can
it.
you see it?
Yeah. Can you hear
Okay.
me?
Okay. It says, yeah, I hear you. You sound good. It says, uh, it says the text presents the universe as considering of three primary realms: corpor, which is the physical corporal Earth, including Earth; atmospheria, the lower heavens surrounding the Earth, also called atmospherian heavens or Heta in the lower parts; and then you got etheria, the higher emancipated heavens beyond the Earth's vortex. These are not vague or symbolic, but organized with specific layers, plateaus, they're floating spheres or strata, resurrections, and resurrection grades based on moral, spiritual development. How that sound?
Yeah. It's like more of like a broad sense than the sealed portion that talks about the celestial kingdom being like the highest level and only the benevolent spirits can graduate to their, you know what I mean, to get the
Right.
glory of the terrestrial kingdom. And then you have the terrestrial kingdom, which is a lower level, and then you have the lowest level, which is telestial. You
Well,
know what?
let me. You know what? I want to do something real quick. I want to do something real quick.
But I wonder.
I want to find out where the Oahspe and the
I think the Oahspe goes into more detail than just that. What they gave in a broad overview. I think that
uh-huh,
thinking that because I ain't never read all of the Oahspe. I read parts of it, bits and pieces of it. But I think that
uh-huh.
they might still go into more detail when it gets to the ethereal, because it was talking. Can you go back to where it was talking about the ethereal?
Okay.
Because it had the different grades.
Yeah, Etheria. When you get to Etheria, if I'm not mistaken, that's where you leave the Tetracts behind. You know what the Tetracts are? The
What's
Tetracts
that?
are the Tetracts are evil vibrations like anger, lust, passion. I mean, um, it's like a lower, a base level vibration that comes on people. The Tetracts.
Like the
Here, I'll show you. I'll show you.
like
I'll
3D
show you. I'll
mentality.
show you. Huh?
Okay. Like 3D mentality
Let,
versus 5D.
let me hold on a second. Let me show you what the tetracts are. We did a study on the Wincy study. We are looking at the tetracts. We did a good study, man, on it. We did a good study on it. Real easy to understand. Oh shoot, let me the screen. Okay, now let me make bear with me a second. I gotta get the screen right. Let me get the screen right.
Take your time.
Okay. Now this is a study we did on the tat racks. If it'll let me increase the screen. Trying to make extend the screen, it don't want to let me. Okay, I think you can see that. I just have to. Okay, can you see me scrolling?
Yeah.
Okay, here you see these right here? The 7 tet racks. These
The
are inherent.
how do I move
These are
that out?
these are
It's
these are inherited characters of human nature.
okay. Yeah, I can see it now. If you go up a little bit,
Okay,
right there, to understand why accusation is so
there you
compelling.
go.
I see that.
Yeah, I would like to make it bigger. I don't think it'll let me.
It's
It
just
says
that bottom.
okay. It says to understand why accusation is so compelling. Okay, it's here is a list of the you can read this part. It says we must examine the 7 tat racks, 7 inherited characters, traits that bind humanity to lower consciousness. See, so when we come under these, it keeps us like it keeps us tied to the lower heavens. What the creator is calling us to overcome these things, and then that's when we leave the vibration of the earth and this atmosphere. That's what we're called to. That's making the resurrection. The more our grade, our spiritual grade goes up and up as we overcome these things, then the closer we are to leaving the vibration of the earth, the lower vices, the lower nature. It says these vices are not personality quirks, they are structural anchors of
Mhm.
spiritual gravity. The 7 inherit. So they weigh us down. And we live, and that's why the creator he talks about eating meat. It helps to tie you to the earth and atmosphere.
Mhm.
It says,
I gave up the eating of animals, man. 2019.
yeah, 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 same here. Yeah, it's this that's a hard one for the world, man. I tell you,
What
I feel
happened?
sorry for the world in that respect.
Yeah, it is,
But
bro.
self, that's one. Greed, appetite, lust, misdirected power,
Yes, man. So
anger,
all of that
war.
I had to overcome, bro. And I've overcome so far 3. All of that. So far, all of this I've overcome.
Mhm. Yeah, well, more power to you, man. And it's a never-ending battle. I'm in my
What
60s,
I was
and I still
I was gonna say,
Huh?
yeah, I was gonna say, like this right here is exactly what the Bible, when the Bible talks about crucify the flesh and walk in the spirit,
Oh
like
yeah.
this goes into more detail about
Yeah.
that. It's letting us know what all is of the flesh. You know,
Mhm.
in the
Mhm.
scriptures even mention all of these,
Mhm.
the devices of the flesh. So that's
Mhm.
something that we must overcome. That's how we walk in the spirit and not in
Mhm.
our flesh.
See, it only make all the creator this he just keeps making sense, man. It's like, see, oh man, look here. Let me show you the scripture. Let me Here's the other tetracts. All right. Now let me show you something that I caught. I'm gonna show you something that I caught before I came to this verse right here. I
And can
caught
you
it.
send me that? Can you send me those that what you just on?
Yeah. Hey, why
Oh,
don't you join our why don't you join our Wednesday study? We talking about this.
how do I do that?
Hold on. Hold on a second.
All right.
Here's the Wednesday study right here. See that?
Yeah, I wouldn't mind doing that. How do I? Oh man, Facebook. Then they're not letting me on there.
Okay, well, take down that number. You see that number right there?
Okay, hold on. Let me put it in
To
my phone.
join the UFK Oahspe conference call, dial this number.
Okay, hold on.
You see that number right? Just tell me when you get it.
Hold on. I'm bringing up my phone now.
Okay.
I'm just gonna put it. I'm gonna add you as a contact.
Okay. And every Wednesday and then here go the starting times.
How do I?
Every Wednesday evening at 8:15 Eastern, 7:15 p.m. Central, 6:15 Mountain, 5:15 Pacific.
Okay, hold on a second. I'm trying to figure
Okay.
out how to add a new. Like
Hey,
it's.
are you, let me see, you're not on Facebook now, right? Here, you want my email address and then I'll email it to you?
I am on there. They just doing weird stuff, not letting me on there. They claim that they believe my account has been hacked, and when I try to verify it, it just refreshes back to the verify screen. So
Yeah,
they've been.
I've been getting, I don't know what's going on in the world, man, but I get a lot of that too. I mean, problems, man. And I don't know if it's spiritual or what. Let me know when you get this information because I want to read something from the Oahspe that goes along with what you were saying.
All right. I copied it. I'm still trying to figure out how to make a contact, but okay, I got it.
Okay. All right. Now let me check this out. Check this out. And in regard to the heaven you wish to ascend to after death.
I guess I'm just gonna have to call the number in order to make a contact. That's weird. 94. What was the last two numbers? 22.
Hold on a second. Yeah, 9422. And here is the website where this information is. Here's the website, and then here's more information. So that's another way to get in touch. So now let me read this that we were talking about. It goes along with what you were talking about, the levels of heaven.
Yes, sir.
Call me Yaikwab.
Yaquab. Okay.
I wonder if I want to start up here.
All right, I got you on my phone now.
Okay. I wonder now. I wonder if I want to start up here. I want to read this real quick. As it was in ancient times, so will it be again. Before another generation passes away, Druges will teach that the spirits of the dead go into trees and flowers and inhabit them, and into swine, cattle, and birds, and into women, and are born over again in mortal form. Do not argue with them. Do not let their philosophy trouble you. You can judge whether they are in darkness or in light by the glory and beauty of the heavens where they live. If their words are of the earth, they belong to the earth. If they are servants of false gods or false lords, they will preach him whom they serve. But these matters are nothing to you, for you shall serve the All Highest, the Creator. In this no man should err. And then check this out. You're going to like this. And in regard to the heaven you wish to ascend to after death, check this out, man. Magnify it with all your ingenuity to the all highest perfection. He says, try to out imagine the creator. How do you like that?
That's how we're supposed to. He's supposed to be able to see himself in us. So we're supposed to be reflecting him. If we're claiming him, we're supposed to be emulating his attributes.
Yeah, but not only that, he's trying to tell you, imagine the Disneyland he's got. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
Huh?
Yeah. Yes,
Look,
sir. Or
people it with your
yes, brother.
highest ideas for your companion. See, this is why I'm telling you, man, sometimes the Oahspe can drive you crazy, you know, with joy. Look
Well,
what
I
he's
guess
saying. He's telling you to try to imagine Disneyland, man, that he's got. You know that?
yes. And
He said
check
people in,
before you even got to that right there, like right
yeah,
above there where it says these matters, go right back up where you were before, right before you got into that second one.
okay.
But these matters are nothing to you for hold on. If their words are of the earth, if they belong to the earth, uh if they are servants to false gods or false lords, they will preach him whom they serve. But these matters are nothing to you, for you shall serve the all highest, the creator. In this no man can err. Now that, like our conscience, those who obey the dictates of our benevolent conscience, what mortal man do we have to obey?
Right. Well, see, that's the struggle because some people have their conscience seared with a hot iron. That's where we
Yes,
live.
sir.
The people
Yes, sir.
they can't no longer hear the conscience, which is the creator. They can't hear it
Yep.
because in the world, that's what the flesh do. It take away the ability, the sensitivity to be able to hear the conscience. A lot of people's conscience is seared with a hot iron. They can't
You
hear
know,
their conscience.
it started in school.
Huh?
It started in school when we're children because we're taught to suppress our conscience as children when we're taught to listen
Mm-hmm.
to those that set themselves in authority
You
and
got it. You got
regurgitate
it.
what they teach
You
us.
said it. You
Yeah.
said it. You right. You right, brother. We in a hell of a fight, man. We are in a hell of a fight, man. We have been brought into the world, and we was already down 50 runs. The world had a hell of a jump on us. So far as feeding us rotted, food. I mean, feeding us philosophy, feeding us materialism,
But it's good news, bro. It's good news. What happened to your feed? Is something happened? I can't hear you.
the
What happened?
tax, and be that find it, brother. You see what I'm saying?
I
Can you
think
hear
you
me?
had you kind of cut out. I don't know if it was on my end or if everybody else can hear. I
Okay,
don't
I was
know.
just saying. I was just going along with what you were saying. That ever since, like when we were born into the world got the jump on us because you know
Yeah.
parents passed down the iniquity of previous generations into our spirit. That stuff get into our spirit, man. And you
Right.
grow up with it. You know what I mean? You grow up with wrong thinking. But that's the
Right.
power of the creator. Some of us have been involved in religion for years, man, and have able to have that power broken in no time.
But yeah, it's good news because that's what he's saying. That's the hour that we're living in. When
That's
he
what I'm
said,
saying.
"The righteous generation till the righteous generation shall arise," and that
Right,
righteous generation
right,
has arisen because we're the living witnesses.
right.
You know,
That's what's going.
like this is not. It's not a
Mm-hmm.
coincidence that you on here giving knowledge from the Oahspe Bible. It's not a coincidence that we've risen up in
Right.
great boldness to speak this
Yeah,
truth
that's
by.
right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right,
This is the time frame that
right,
we're living. Yeah.
right. You got to put this type of wine into vessels that won't break
Yeah.
because it's us against the world for real, man. You know,
Yes, sir.
if you could
Definitely.
imagine, if you could imagine 300 going against 10,000, that's what's going on right now. That's why faithists will shine like the sun. They will shine like the stars, man, because what we have to overcome, it ain't no joke, man. This is
Yeah.
real stuff,
And it's
you
also the
know.
meek.
You,
The meek
you,
are
you,
the
you, you, you. We are our greatest opponent, man. We, the Tetracks in us, we gotta fight. We gotta overcome ourselves.
right. The
Hey,
meek,
that
the
ain't
true
easy
faith.
to do, man. You know?
You gotta in order to be a faithist, you gotta be meek. You know, in order like you gotta know what and faith is not just blind belief. That's another thing that's been misconstrued. You know what
Right.
I'm saying? Faith
Hmm.
is not blind belief. Real faith is evidence not seen. You know,
That's
it's
why he put it to the test. That's
right.
why the creator he will put you, he will, the Bible says he's gonna separate the wheat from the tares.
That's what's happening.
Now you see what he's doing, right?
Yeah.
See? You see how the creator this is serious business, man. The sheep are getting separated. There's so many analogies in the Bible. It ain't even funny, man. When you learn how to read it, when you learn how to read it metaphorically, a whole new world opens up, man.
Metaphorically
But this
speaking.
part I didn't even read. It says, see, he's telling you to try to imagine, man, where you going. He's telling you to try to imagine it. And then he said, people it with your highest ideas for companions. Now I'm gonna get kooky for a second. What type of woman would you dream of? You know what I'm saying? Your
Oh,
dream woman, man. What does she have to? What do you
I'm
want her to be like? I
I'm
don't even
celibate,
really
bro.
know, man. You know what I mean? I don't. And do you know that the creators? Do you know? Huh?
I'm celibate
You say what
100%.
now?
I said I'm celibate 100%.
Oh, okay. Yeah, me too. Me too.
My life
Me
is dead.
too. But I had to have that desire. I think. I think it got. I think my desire got burnt out of me. I'm just older now, and the creator said the older you get, that desire gets less and less, and I think it's nearly 100% for me too. So I know where you're coming from, you know.
For
But
me,
it
it's been
says people.
21.
Say
My
it
bad.
again.
I said for me, it's
I
been
didn't
since
hear you.
for me, it's been since
You
May
you
of.
you you you, you sound like a young man though. How old are you?
I'm about to be 50 this year.
You sound like a teenager, man.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Yeah, I look very young too. Like I get that a lot, man. I get it all the damn
you
time.
you you were Aries, ain't you? You were Aries.
Leo, you've been on my channel before,
Oh, I have?
remember? Yeah, it's been about a year or so, but I remember you. Like you remember I'm a Leo. You left comments on one of my videos. I forget which one it
Oh, I
was.
got a bad memory, man.
I know how that is,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah.
Yeah, but no, I'm a
Yeah.
Leo.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, good old Leo, man. Good old Leo. They can make you mad as hell, but you just can't hate them, man. You can't do it.
We're lovers, bro. We're lovers. Led by the heart.
Yeah, you can't. You just can't hate them, man. You just can't do it. Okay, now see here. It says, see, he's talking about where we going. He's talking about he's telling us to go for it, man. The Creator says, in regard to the heaven you wish to ascend to after death, magnify it with all your ingenuity to the all highest perfection. He said, try to out imagine the Creator, man. I love this. And then he said, people it with your highest ideas for your companions. Who would you, what you, who would you love to be around? And then he says, see to it that you make yourself a fit
Yes.
companion for them also.
We to
See,
see like a true leader will
you,
lead by
us,
example. Lead by example. That's what they're saying. Lead by example. That which you want to be around you, you got to first emulate it. That's exactly what Michael
that
Jackson,
you
Man in the Mirror.
can fit in. You can, huh? Yeah,
That,
yeah.
that's exactly what Michael
But
Jackson
he's
said.
saying here, make sure. Yeah, 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 yeah. He's saying here, you make sure that you can fit in with them. See, work on yourself.
Right.
He said, he's saying, if you do this with all your wisdom and strength, all the days of your life, the Father will be with you and you shall be a glory to his works. But what I was just trying to point out is to what you said earlier, different levels of heaven. See, the choice is ours. Making the resurrection, man, it's like glory after glory. We don't know, the world don't know these things, man. We settle for low hanging fruit, man, in this world. But faith is, they know this truth. We can't give it to nobody. And the Creator is basically saying, hey, man, make the endless resurrection. Make the endless resurrection, man. You know, and 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 we can't even imagine. We cannot even. Oh man, I wanted to read Radiance Anthology. I'm late. I want the Creator is saying we can't even imagine the glory, the majesty of His heavens, where you are going to see. But like you were saying earlier, the childlikeness has been taken out of our reality. People are jaded with the flesh and the materialism. You know,
It's
like it
forced.
says in the Revelation.
It's
Huh?
forced. It's forced upon humanity
Yeah, yeah,
because
yeah, yeah.
forced to
You
pay
can't see the spirit. The flesh won't let you see the spirit.
Well, it's because humanity is forced to pay money. So when
Yeah.
humanity is forced to pay money, then they're having to spend their physical time, energy, and effort to either earn or acquire this money. You know, is for their bare
Yeah.
necessities. It's
Yeah.
to feed the baby.
You hit the nail on the head.
So
You hit
it
it.
makes
You
love. It diminishes love and
you hit the nail on the head, man.
it
You know?
increases selfishness. But then, nevertheless,
Mm-hmm.
people are not going to
Mm-hmm.
be acquitted from that because it's still dealing with our individual mentality and heart condition. That's the mark of the
Mm-hmm.
beast. So is like how we're all being tested. What's our mentality and our heart condition concerning this money?
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
we're still going to be held
Mm-hmm.
accountable for our own individual mentality and heart condition.
Mm-hmm. And that's the way it should be. It should be that way. We should. You can't. You have to save yourself, man. You know. And the world wants somebody to do it for them. You know, Mohammedanism is not like that. Islam, Muslims, they have more of a degree of dignity than Christianity. They place more of the focus on you, fighting of you dealing with evil. You know that, right?
Yeah, it's way more disciplined.
Yeah. But they
Islam.
do it well, but they do it the wrong way though.
Yeah, yeah. All religion is about dictatorship of mortal men and
Right.
traditions of mortal men. It's still not dealing with the mentality and the heart condition.
right. Save your religions.
Yeah,
Save your religions, man. That's
because
why
religion
the
is
time
the
has
Bible
come.
is
The
binding,
time is up, man, because they serve their purpose. Save your. I mean, religion started out good. That's what the lawgivers. That's what they brought us.
right? It was supposed to be good, but it turned
It
evil,
was good. It was good, and then it got hijacked.
right? Yeah, because Satan was released. People don't realize that, but that's what we've been living in Satan's kingdom this whole
Hmm.
damn time. We were born into it, so it's
Hmm.
not coming.
Hmm.
It's what
And he
we were
ain't.
born.
He ain't letting people go.
Well, he's gonna.
We ain't letting ourselves go because we are Satan.
Yeah,
Satan is in
yeah,
us.
in the people. Yeah, yeah, because it's the lower
You
carnal
know.
nature. That's
Yeah.
Satan. That's the
Yeah.
flesh. Because
Yeah.
I'm sure you know that the Most High didn't create flesh, right? Because is inherently
Mhm.
evil. I don't know if you heard that or not.
Mhm. Mhm. Well, Simu is a seedless substance from which life came.
Mhm. Well, we our spirit was created righteous, but our flesh was created in wickedness to trap our spirit. I
Hmm.
think this is
Hmm.
in the
Yeah.
Nag Hammadi. It
Yeah.
goes to that in that Nag Hammadi.
Yeah. 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 Oh, I used to be heavy into the Nag Hammadi, you know. But those um uh, oh, you know what? Shoot, man. I wanted to read something. I wanted to read from I like to try to end around 7:30. And I wanted you hey Deshaun, you ever heard of Radiance Anthology?
Which one?
Have you heard of Radiance Anthology?
Read.
Hey, do you have the 6 volume set? Do you have the 6 volume set?
No, I just have the PDFs.
Do, do you have this right here of the 6 volume set of the Oahspe?
No, I just got the PDFs.
Why don't you let me send? Do you want me to send this to you? You see this
With
right here?
that'll probably be
The six
expensive.
volume set?
It,
Huh? No, it's not, man. If you're a little short, why don't you just let me send it to you?
um, it
What?
won't.
Just do this, okay? Here, take down my number, and then when the show is over, you call me, and so I can get your information, okay?
Okay,
Then I'm gonna send it to you. You do you have the Oahspe?
I got the PDF,
Do you have the Oahspe?
the Oahspe
Do,
PDF.
okay. Can you get the Oahspe? We
Uh,
could. I'm gonna send you um, the 6 volume set and the Oahspe. Okay.
uh, okay. So what's your number?
Who knows, man? If we get to a day we can't even meet online, you see what I'm saying? And then you're gonna wish you had them books. It ain't impossible. My number is 520-213-1073. 520-213-1073.
Okay, I'm texting you now. I just texted you, Shalom.
Okay. Hey, now, who knows what will happen, man. It's important to have the books on your person. You know what I mean? Because there's a lot of censorship too that goes on. They call it cancel culture. And I would not put it beyond this reality to shut down the Oahspe. I wouldn't put it past this reality. So that's why I'm saying you got to have it. You need to have this, man. And the same goes for anybody who's listening to this channel right now. If you want to have the 6 volume set, say you already have the Oahspe, or even if you don't have that, just let me know what's going on with you. we in a situation, I can't emphasize it enough, but I want to read from, I'm running out of time, the Radiance Anthology. And Radiance Anthology is a book that they give you with they give you with, when you buy the Oahspe, they give you the option of buying the radi or of giving you the Radiance Anthology for free. So I'm gonna go ahead and read this. This is from Radiance Anthology. It's called "Life is a Treasure Hunt." It's a little bit of a read, and then I'm gonna close the video. It's called "Life is a Treasure Hunt." And now, Deshaun, the Radiance Anthology. This comes from some brethren. They're called the Eloists, the doers of the will. These are the same brothers that send out the Oahspe. And these are brethren who have received angel messages, and they put it in book form. Well, that's what this is I'm reading from. It's called Radiance Anthology. So this is called Life is a Treasure Hunt. It says you have to search out all the hidden treasures and bring them into the sunlight so that they will sparkle and shine. There are many adventures and self-discoveries as you wander down the tortuous path seeking, and often you know not what you are seeking. The faint-hearted would give up the hunt too soon to find much of value. Only the strong will emerge into the sunlight filled with treasures, not just jewels, but treasures for the soul and nourishment for the spirit. While you are wandering down life's byways, think of your purpose in life. What is it? Is it to serve the Creator? Is it to serve humanity? Is it to serve your family? Or is it better to better yourself? It is all these and more. By serving others, you will discover your own hidden strengths and learn to use and develop them. This will stand you in good stead for spiritual work. Life is exciting. Don't wait for excitement to find you. Go on a treasure hunt today and find out more about yourself, about your talents and capabilities, about what you can do to help others, and in so doing, to help yourself grow. Stretch yourself beyond your limit and become the very gods and goddesses that the Creator intends you to be. May your life be filled with fun, excitement, and joy. And that is life is a treasure hunt, brethren. So that will conclude my video. I'm gonna put the link in the room in case someone wants to come on before I close the video. Let me see, Elijah. He put something. He said that great worldwide. Let's see, clicked off of it. That great. That great. Oh, where'd it go? I must have deleted it. See, Elijah, he put some things here. Uh, that great worldwide change is just more events to come within the next 4 years. Yeah, I'm with you. I'm with you, man. We're on a course. We are on a path. With what's going on in the Middle East, we ain't never seen nothing like that before. I mean, Israel, as I speak, they are getting demolished. They are getting demolished, man. And they got nuclear weapons. And so and plus the United States is not going to be able to keep on fighting like that over there. Their bases have been destroyed, so they can't go there to replenish and get ammunition. Iran bombed most of their military bases over there so that the United States can't find anywhere to dock or stage troops, and they can't keep fighting forever. And if they're going to end up having to come back. They're going to have to end up coming back, and then that'll be the end of America in the Middle East. It'll be and then they will just focus and get busy on Iran, like on Israel. Iran will, like they're doing right now. We in a time, man. You brothers you should pay attention to what's going on, and asking the Creator, how is He moving in this time? What does He want us to do? How can we redeem the time? Because we seem to think, the world seems to think that tomorrow's all, and it will. I mean, from what I read, the Oahspe, the Earth is going to go on and on and on. But when Pluto now having gone into Aquarius, and then looking back at history and seeing the changes that happened, this means the same is going to happen to us. Something is going to become of our reality. And I have to think it's probably going to be a light, a door open for the Oahspe, some type of way. I could be wrong, man, but that's what I believe. So I'm reading the chat here, and in case anybody wants to come on, or Deshaun, if you want to say more, feel free.
Oh man, I'm just
I'm just
listening, bro.
reading the chat right here.
I'm just listening, really.
Hey, where you live?
In Tulsa right now.
Oh, okay. I'm just reading the chat. So I come on Tuesday and Friday. And Friday. And Elijah said, I like this brother's spirit. I sense an open mind. He talking to you.
No, I think he's talking about you, bro.
No, he was talking to you.
Talking to me.
Yeah. He said, I like this brother's spirit. I sense an open mind. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just reading the chat right here. Yes, etherian realms are the endless realms. When you see, that's where we all trying to, the theory is where you finally done with the tetracts, the evil vibrations, the Satan within you. That's our struggle. That's making the resurrection.
And please send that to me.
Huh?
Please send that to me.
Send what?
The tetracts.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I will. I'm just reading these comments before I end the video. Let me see. Let me see. Dave says Book of Divinity goes through all lessons before resurrection to Etheria. Oh, that would be good, man. That would be a hell of a read. Dave said the Book of Divinity goes through all the lessons before resurrection to Etheria. I'm going to have to find it and read it. Lord Cameron, oh man, never even heard of this book until I found one today and just got home and found this live. Love it. Oh man. Hey, you want to come on and talk about it, Lord Cameron? You want to click on the link and come on? I don't know if he's still in the room. I come on Tuesdays and Fridays. Tuesdays and Fridays at around 5 p.m. Brother Fritz.
Hey Fritz, yeah, Fritz know who I am, bro. Facebook tripping, man. It's like they're banning me, like without taking accountability for it. Like they don't like what I post on there, bro. So they like blocking me from being on there.
See, that's why I'm telling you, man. The same thing could happen to the whole internet. I'm telling you, man. That's why it's more important for you to have them books, Deshaun.
Hey man, I would buy them if I had money, bro. I would love to have the physical copy, bro, but I don't have money, so like I get what I can get.
That's okay. Then when I close the video, I'm gonna just call you, and then we're gonna link up and get that taken care of. Okay. We had to get that situation solved because I'm telling you, we don't know which way this world is going, man. I mean, they don't like the truth as it is. I wouldn't rely on the internet. I would not rely on it, man. So far as learning, I mean, it's good, but they can take anything they can take away. I'm leery. Servant of Truth says, people shall be eating and drinking and giving themselves in marriage. That's a nice one, man. That is pretty tight.
And you know what's crazy is like the people, like the meek. You know what I'm saying? Like,
hey man, hold on a second. Hold on, hey bro, can I stop you for a second?
Yeah,
brother Daryl Cosman is in here. I'm sorry, man. I'm forcing this brother to. I'm a for man. Bear with me, okay, Deshaun.
It's all good.
I'm I'm gonna force this brother to come on, man.
You
I'm
can't force
sorry.
me, bro. Come on.
I am sorry. I got to pull rank on you. I'm gonna pull. Don't act like you ain't in the room, brother. I'm going to put the link in here. I'm sorry. This is. Oh man, I love this brother, man. Love this brother, man. Come on, brother. Click the there. Oh, he said, drop the link. Like I ain't afraid of you. I was gonna call him out. Come on, brother. Where you at? I don't see you nowhere. He must have got scared. Yeah, I think I scared him off. Yeah, I scared the brother off, man. He's scared. Oh, that's my brother right there, man. It's good to see you, man. Go ahead, Deshaun. I didn't mean to interrupt, man.
No,
I
man,
was,
it's my computer just tripping. If I started sighing, bro, it's because my computer freaking tripping.
oh man.
But no, I
Yeah,
was going to say,
I feel like anything the world can give you, they can take it away, man. Same go for the internet.
when you read that the sudden change, the giving themselves in marriage and all of that, that great
Yeah.
change would not
No,
be
that another brother posted that.
that was me that posted it.
Oh,
Um,
okay. No,
yes,
no, that was oh, you're servant of truth?
I'm serving of the Most High. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay. Hey, that was good, man.
So like what I'm
That
trying to
is
say
pretty good, man.
is that great change would not be a sudden terror if the people would listen to the meek, because we're here for
Mm.
we're here
Mhm.
to like let people know, hey, this is what's coming, and this is
Mhm.
the reason why it's coming. You have an opportunity to get yourself right before this great change. You have the
Mhm.
opportunity to understand and know what changes is coming, so that it won't take you by surprise, so that
Mhm.
be like men's heart failing them for fear of looking after the things that are coming upon the earth. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying?
Mhm.
They won't be in fear if you are prepared, but they don't want
Mhm.
to prepare by listening to the meek, the least of these. The Messiah
Mhm.
said, however you treat the least of these, however you're treating them is how you're treating me.
Mhm.
Whatsoever you
Mhm.
do to the least of these, you're doing that to me. And
Mhm.
you got all these
Mhm.
Pharisees that treat the meek, the least of these, as if we're irrelevant, like we don't matter, we're worthless. But yet they're claiming the God of love. That don't make sense. It's like,
Mhm.
what? Yeah,
Mhm.
this is exactly what hypocrisy is.
Yeah, that's one thing that I mean, the Bible, the 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 oh shoot, I forgot my thought, man. I think I was gonna say something like you would think, oh, wait a minute. All right, we got the brother on, man. We got brother Daryl on. Daryl, brother, can you hear me okay?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Much love. Can you hear me?
Brother, how you been, man? Good to hear from you.
Bro, I need to be asking you the same question. You done fell off the map.
Oh man, got a good brother on here, man.
Yeah, here. Much love to you, bro.
What's
Hey
up, man?
man, get me updated, man. What's your situation? What you been doing?
Oh man, a whole lot. I mean, some things I really don't want to make public, but everything is all
Uh-huh.
right. I'm just working and being a family man for
Yeah,
the
that's
most
good,
part.
man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. We could talk about some things behind the scenes though.
Oh
But
man,
but but everything is all right.
if there's anything I can do to help, man, that's all I'm really interested in.
Yeah, that's love right
If
there.
I can do anything, man, and you're in a situation, what's mine
Yeah,
is
yeah,
yours.
yeah. Yeah, everything's all right. We'll talk outside the show. But for the
Okay.
most part, things are fine. Things are fine. Just know that.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, that's
Yeah.
good to hear, man. What do you think about the current situation in the world?
Well, I'm in the process of touching up a presentation that I wrote out some months ago that I'm going to be expressing my feelings towards the situation with the war and everything. So I have a
Mm-hmm.
presentation. I have a presentation in the works right now titled "War Above, War Below," and
Mm-hmm.
it's going to pretty much show how the wars that take place on Earth are inspired by what takes place in the heavens.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That's
Can't
pretty
wait for
much
that,
what.
man.
Yeah,
About
it's gonna be fire.
when's it coming out?
I'm gonna try to get it out maybe next weekend. So it's gonna be sometime within the next couple of weeks in that range.
Mm-hmm. 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 Oh, that's gonna be tight, man. Can't wait to hear that.
It's gonna be wonderful. So I gotta say something about it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah, I heard that, man. Now's the time, man. If ever there was one, you know.
yeah, but for the most part, outside the presentation, it's sad what's going on in the world right now, you know,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
and um, but there's a lot of spiritual influence behind a lot of it, when it comes to
Mm-hmm.
doctrine or when it comes to what you believe, what you worship. You'd be surprised how much a lot of it comes is based on belief that's dressed up in political operations. So let me just
Mm-hmm.
leave it like that.
Well, I'm gonna be looking forward to that, man. I tell you that much.
Hmm.
I'm gonna be looking forward to that, man.
Yeah. So what
Man,
y'all
why
up
don't
here
you let me,
touching on?
why don't you let me send you the 6 volume set, man?
Yeah, do that. You got my email.
I need your personal information.
Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah. I email it to you. I inbox it to you on Facebook. You know how I go.
Yeah, okay, okay, do that then. Well, dang, man, it sure is bless my soul, man. I appreciate you coming in like that, man.
Yeah, ain't no problem. I'm just in here laying with my daughter. She going to sleep right
Uh-huh.
now. That's all. Yep. So what y'all
Yeah.
talking about up here today? What's going on? I just popped in. So what's the topic?
Uh, I hit on a couple of things. Title of the video is Afterlife of a Dead Wicked Leader, and I touched on that because
Oh, go to Judgment 32.
so I
Did you touch on? Did
just
you go to Judgment?
uh, huh?
Yeah,
Daryl.
go to Judgment. Go to Judgment
Oh, okay,
32.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I might have went there already, but hold on a second. Hold on 1 second. My screen acting kind of funny, but um, hold on one. Just bear with me 1 second.
No problem.
Um, okay, I'm dancing here on my screen, so all right. Now you want Book of Judgment, chapter 32. Now, right?
Yeah, go to Judgment 32, and I believe
Okay.
somewhere toward the end of that chapter, it talks about the restitution for those who slain others in war and those who are slain in war.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Hold on 1 second. Let me get that. Yeah, I touched on it a little bit earlier in the
Yeah, if
in
you
the
put up
video.
Judgment 32, if you put up Judgment 32 when it comes to war, you went to the
I
right
might
place.
not. I might not. No, I might not have brought this up. I want to see what this got to say. It's chapter 32, right?
Yeah, yeah. Now, if you go to, there's a verse in there. Hold on. Hold on a second. I'm trying to see this. I'm on my phone. So I'm trying to get this to get
What are some of the
bigger.
key words?
Uh, Go to judgment is rendered. Rendered is a key word.
Okay, hold on a second. Judgment is rendered. Okay.
Yep.
Okay, hold on a second.
Yeah, he tell you right there. Look at the bottom of the chapter. Look what it say right there underneath the chapter. You see what it say?
What verse?
No, I'm saying go up. So anytime it comes judgment for war, you go to Judgment 32. Look what the subtext is under the chapter header.
God judges against war.
It's war.
Hmm.
That's where you jump. Now go to, I don't know the specific verse, but I know it's a judgment is rendered against
Okay.
those who aid and abet war or engage in war. So put rendered. Rendered would be a key word.
Okay. Rendered. Judgment is rendered against all nations and peoples on the earth for this great darkness, these early deaths, and because these angels are thus bound to mortals and cannot get away from them until
It's
such
after that.
time.
It's after that. Yeah, I think it's like a couple verses after that.
Okay.
Scroll down a little bit. Scroll down some more. Uh, no, no, no. You ended up in Book of God's Word somewhere. Is it
Oh, okay.
Judgment 32?
I'm doing rendered. This is a rendered study, rendered word study.
Nah, it should have been in Judgment 32. It should have been another verse that says judgment is rendered against nations that engage in war. I know I took it to the right chapter because I said it right there. I tell you what, let me get you the actual verse. Hold on. I got it in my notes on my phone.
Okay, let me see.
Hold on a second.
Let me see if
I'm
I
gonna
can
get you that.
find it.
I'm gonna get you the exact verse right now. One
Okay.
moment. 32:12.
32:12.
Yep,
Okay.
32:12.
All right.
My man Fritz. I ain't seen Fritz in a minute. Love and light to you, bro.
Okay. 32:12.
Yeah, 32:12. And just read. Just let it rip. And you're gonna get to the end of the chapter where it talks about what the judgment or the restitution for engaging in war is.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Or it's chapter 32, right? I'm in 33.
Yeah, chapter 32.
Okay.
You in Book of Discipline.
Yeah.
Yeah, go to Book of Judgment.
All right. Okay.
I think you
32
was just
chapter.
you was just there. I think you passed it up.
Or you said chapter 12, right?
No. Judgment, Book of Judgment, chapter
Mm-hmm.
32, verse 12. So right now you in chapter 16, go to 32.
Okay. Chapter 32. All right. And verse 12.
And verse 12, correct.
Okay. So we got judgment is rendered against all nations and peoples
In the world.
in the world who engage in war, thus bringing
Yep.
these afflictions upon the angels of heaven. It says, judgment is rendered against every nation and all people in the world who carry on war or who are accessory to war, in which any man created alive by Jehovah is slain in defense of any king or other ruler,
Yep.
in defense of any country or
Yep.
government in the world.
Yep.
Whether any war is offensive or defensive, my judgment is against its aiders and abettors, and
Yep.
against the kings and queens or other rulers who are parties to war, willingly, knowingly, or otherwise. I judge them guilty. I judge him guilty also, who is general, commodore, captain, sergeant, or private that engages in war or takes part in it, aiding and abetting or otherwise, in which any man created alive by Jehovah is slain or caused
Since
to suffer death.
slain. Yep. Yep.
And yet, aside from angels who are in chaos, there are hundreds of millions who are in declension instead of resurrection. Such,
Mm.
such angels are those
Mm.
who in mortal life were whipped and tortured in prisons, or perhaps were hanged or otherwise put to death. These angels take delight in evil instead of good. Sometimes
Mm.
they go about singly, and sometimes in gangs of hundreds or even thousands.
Okay.
So
Now I
this
want
is
you to
going on
pause
in
right.
the
Now I want you to pause right there real quick, right? Now it
okay.
said these angels take what? Take delight in the evil.
Mm-hmm.
Take delight in the evil, right? Now
Mm-hmm.
if you go to Merriam-Webster dictionary, if you go to Merriam-Webster dictionary and you look up war, you gotta
Merriam-Webster
you gotta
dictionary
switch your
definition of
screen. You
war.
gotta switch you gotta switch your screen.
No, hold on. You you coming into the typing I'm trying to do. No, hold tight, hold tight, hold tight, hold tight, hold tight. Hold tight, hold tight, hold tight, hold tight, hold tight. Okay. All right. Okay. Now, can you see it?
Yep.
Okay.
Now
Primarily
go to
defined the
the
same.
no, go to the actual site because
Oh,
I want you
okay.
to look at yeah, because there's a specific sense, there's a specific definition. Now if you go down, I think B or is it B? Scroll up a little bit. Okay, yeah,
Synonym
A. Yep, hostile concept. No, scroll down. I thought this was the one that had. It might have been Google. I got that from. Hold up. There was this one definition man broke it down crazy. Hold up. One moment. One moment. Bear with me.
uh,
Okay, put this in your search engine. I want to see where I got this from. I forgot to source it. Uh,
okay.
I'm gonna drop it in the chat.
Okay.
Hold up. I'm gonna drop it in the chat real quick and on YouTube, and then put this in the okay, paste that into your search engine and see where that definition come from right there. I thought it came from Marianne. You see it?
Armed hostile conflict.
Mm-hmm.
Merriam-Webster dictionary. Armed and hostile conflict.
No,
Okay.
no.
Well,
Just paste. No. Just paste that. You ain't gotta do that.
okay.
Just paste what I pasted into your search engine. You ain't gotta add anything else and see what come
Okay.
up.
Okay. So just type that in. Oh shoot. I computer's freezing on me. I think it
Yeah.
just crashed on me. Hold on a second.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I sure did. Hold on. I
Oh
gotta get it
man.
back. Hold on. Let me I'll get it back.
Man, I know your
Um
PC can handle the light, man. Shoot.
yeah, it better. So now I gotta hold on. Merriam-Webster dictionary. Okay. Armed hostile conflict. All right.
I could probably pull it up too. Let me see. Where did I get that from?
Okay. Armed hostile conflict. All right.
Oh,
I'm
I did get that from Marianne.
I'm bringing it up right now.
Yeah. I did
Wait
get
a minute,
that
hold
from
on a second. I gotta
Marianne.
share the screen.
Um, no, I
I'm getting ready
didn't.
to
Wait,
share it. Hold on.
where did I get that from?
Uh,
Okay, but wherever I got the definition from, I got to find out I got to source that. I forgot to put the source when I found it. But but the definition that I have is Oh, no, 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 no. I see what I did. I see what I did. I see what I did. So right. So I was supposed to take you to my fault. I did take you to the right place. So when you go to hostile, right, you see it say armed hostile conflict, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now when you go look up, now when you look up the word hostile, you look up the word hostile, and it should tell you that it's hostile means marked by malevolence.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And then when you look up malevolence, then you get the definition of malevolent, which is having, showing, or coming from intense, often vicious ill will, spite, or hatred. So the people, pretty much what that's saying in that verse is when you engage in war, you delight in the war. You delight in it, right? So so you have
Mm-hmm.
to look deeper into what exactly they delight in. So when it's anytime you engaging in war, you engage in a situation where armed hostile conflict is involved. To be hostile means to be malevolent. To be malevolent means that you delight in intense and vicious ill will, spite, or hatred. So in that respect, man, what the hell kind of person are you?
Right. Indeed.
What the hell kind of person are you if that's something that you delight into? You delight in that.
Mhm.
That's
Look up
psychotic, man.
delight. Look up the word delight, to delight in something. What does that even mean?
Just take pleasure in something, man.
Man, come on. Come on.
Yeah. High degree gratification, joy or pleasure.
Look at that. Look at that. Look at that.
Mm-hmm.
You take a high degree. That means, look, now when you put it together, you take a high degree. I'm gonna put it together for you. I'm gonna read from my phone. You take a high
Mm-hmm.
degree in showing intense and vicious ill will, spite of hatred towards a nation or a people. When you put it together, man. Hmm.
Yeah, I mean, again, that verse that I always like to point out, man. You know,
Man, now hit it
now
back. Now watch this. Now take it back to the Oahspe and finish up your reading. Watch this.
okay. Oh shoot, I clicked off or it crashed. Hold on. Hold on. Got to bring it back up.
I think you left off on like verse like 15 or 16 or something.
Okay. Trying to bring it up. It's real slow.
And you all right.
All right. Hold on a second. All right. Okay. All right. Okay, it's 32:12.
Yeah, I think you in Book of Safar right now. Yeah, there you go.
Okay. Okay, 32, 12, 15, right? Or
Yeah, I think you
12.
left off of like verse 15. Where did dog come from?
And
Whoa, whoa,
Mark
whoa. Where did dog come from?
32,
Oh,
12, 15. Where did what come from? Wait a minute. It can't be this. 32:12 or
Hold on, I could be wrong.
yeah.
Oh no, you in chapter 12, man. Go to chapter 32.
Oh, okay. Okay, 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 okay. Okay. Go down 32 verse 12. Okay.
There
32,
you go.
12. Judgment is rendered against all nations and peoples in the world who engage in war, thus bringing afflictions upon angels of heaven. Judgment is rendered against every nation and all people in the world who carry on war or who are accessory to war, in which any man created alive by Jehovah is
Mm-hmm.
slain in defense of any king or other
Mm-hmm.
ruler or in defense of any country or government in the world. And whether any war is offensive or defensive, my judgment is against its aiders and abettors. Man, that's covering a lot of people, man. That is covering a lot of people. That's kind of scary. And whether any war is offensive or defensive, my judgment is against its aiders and abettors and against the kings and queens or other rulers who are parties to war, willingly, knowingly, or otherwise.
The thing is we covered what kind of people you aiding and abetting. We just went over the definition.
Mm-hmm. 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 Malevolent.
All right, keep going.
And I judge him guilty also, who is general, commodore, captain, sergeant, or private that engages in war or takes part in it, aiding and abetting, or betting, or otherwise, in which any man created alive by Jehovah is slain or caused to suffer death. Man, that's a lot of people, man.
Yeah, get better. Keep going. Get better.
And yet, aside from hold on, give me 10 seconds. I got to do something. Hold on.
Mm-hmm.
You can comment on it. Give me 10 seconds.
Go ahead. Yeah, go ahead, man. Do what you got to do. Woo, that boy say, look, and yet aside from the angels who are in chaos, there are hundreds of millions who are in declension instead of resurrection. Such angels are those who in mortal life were whipped and tortured in prisons or perhaps were hanged or otherwise put to death. You can't make it up. Mm, mm, mm.
Okay, so you want me to keep reading?
Yeah, man. Yes, sir. Yep, till you get to the part about the restitution.
Okay. It says, and yet, aside from angels who are in chaos, there are hundreds of millions who are in declension instead of
Mm,
resurrection. Such angels are those who in mortal life were whipped and tortured in prisons, or perhaps were hanged or otherwise put to death.
put to death. Ooh, wee.
These angels take delight in evil instead of good. Sometimes they go about
Ooh.
singly, and sometimes in gangs of hundreds and even thousands.
Mm,
In the past, the false gods used such angels to fulfill curses on mortals and to carry poison in the air
yes.
and inoculate mortals with foul diseases. Imagine that, man. Imagine that. Behold, in this day my angels have shown you that they can bring flowers and ponderous bodies. Similarly, false gods with their trained warrior angels who delighted in evil could cast mortals in death by poisons and
Poisons
suffocation.
and suffocation.
Judgment is rendered against all nations and peoples who use prisons as places for whipping and torturing prisoners. Man, we're in trouble.
Wow.
America's in some serious trouble, man.
Yep. So the slave master.
And
So
and
the
Latin
slave
Amer-
master.
and Latin America. Yeah, slavery.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
So listen to
this
what they're
hurts,
saying. So
man.
so so the slave master. So the slave master who put any slave on a whipping post and
Mm-hmm.
whipped them up. Judgment is rendered against them.
Mm-hmm.
There ain't no resurrection for them until they call brother or sister The same black man they called nigga on the whipping post.
But what you think now? See, I read earlier where it says that the oppressed they they have to give they have to give their forgiveness.
Yeah, they do, because you become just as bound as a person who put you in that oppressive situation.
Man, I can't. Can you imagine that?
Yep. So
I
long
mean,
as you hold
you got
vengeance,
somebody who whipped you, maybe even killed some of your family. You know what I mean? How long is it going to take to? How can you recompense that? I would love
it's
to
finna
know.
tell you. It's finna tell you. You just got to keep reading. It's finna get there. That's the good part.
Judgment is rendered against the judge and the jury who condemned to death any man. I want to read that again, man. Judgment is rendered against all nations and peoples who use prisons as places of whipping and torturing prisoners, and against all nations and peoples who put to death by hanging, shooting, or in any way whatsoever
Mm,
any prisoner or any person whom Jehovah created alive. Judgment is rendered
mm-hmm.
against the judge and the jury who condemns to death any man, and against the lawmakers who make or have left in force a law authorizing death as a penalty against any person. Maybe a law authorizing death as a penalty against any person Jehovah or created alive, and against any sheriff or executioner who puts to death willingly or unknowing or knowingly any person Jehovah
Go back,
created
created
alive.
alive. Yep. Yep. Keep going.
Maybe America shouldn't read this, man.
There it is.
maybe
Watch this.
maybe we shouldn't be reading. Maybe we shouldn't be sharing this, man. And this is the
Watch,
bondage I put upon all those who do not obey my judgments and
watch this.
conform to them. They
Watch
shall
this.
not
Start
rise
over.
above.
Start over. Start over 22. Watch this.
And this is the bondage I put upon all those who do not obey my judgments and conform to them. They shall not rise above the first resurrection in heaven while war remains on the earth, even though their bondage is 100 years or 1,000 years. Yet this, my judgment against them, shall not be put aside. What? What's so funny? What are you laughing at?
That's the answer to your question, bro. Look,
They
look at the
shall not.
judgment. Look at the judgment against it. Look, what is the judgment? Read that again, bro. Read it slow.
They
Read it
they
again.
right right here. Start here.
Man, start it over. Look, this is the judgment, bro. This is the
And
judgment.
this is the bondage I put upon all those who do not obey my judgments
And
and
conform to
conform
them.
to
Watch
them.
this. Watch this. You do it to yourself.
Yeah,
You do it to yourself. Look,
Thank
watch
you.
this.
Yes.
right. They shall not rise above the first resurrection in heaven while war remains upon the earth, even
While
though their
what?
bondage is
While
even
what?
though their as
Go
long
back.
as
Back
war
up.
remains.
As long as war remains upon the earth,
Oh,
bro.
okay.
That
Yeah,
means
yeah.
that the Hitlers, the General Yellowstones, all
Mm-hmm.
them, they still here.
Mm-hmm.
They
Mm-hmm.
still here. Ain't no going no higher.
Mm-hmm.
Any
Mm-hmm.
commander, general, anybody, they still here suffering. As long as war remains on the earth, they gonna be stuck. That means, and look how long it takes. This tell you how long it takes. Go to the end of the keep reading.
Neither shall any king, queen, or any other ruler in the entire
Mm-mm.
world.
Before that,
Okay.
the end of 22.
Even though
Right
their
there.
bond, even though their bondage is 100 years or 1,000
100 years or a
years,
thousand years. A
judgment
hundred
against
years
them
or a
shall not be
thousand
put
years.
aside. Hey, let me ask something real quick. You got somebody who I mean, this goes back. This is forever, right? This judgment, it goes back to even the first, like even Baal Gad. You remember him, right?
Who
That
was
he
that?
that he was the guy. He had a temple that was built on human skulls.
Oh, Balgon, yeah, the Balgon
Yeah,
Gad,
yeah, yeah,
yeah.
yeah, 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 yeah. So even somebody like him, this apply to him.
Brother, yeah, man. It apply to
That's
anybody.
thousands of years, man, that he's been in his bondage.
Thousands of years they gonna be stuck. You gonna be look. This is what this is saying. That means when me and you or whoever else, man, that was on the side of righteousness cross over and we ascend, we do the services under Jehovah and ascend as
Mm-hmm.
gods. You know what I'm saying? And that take thousands of years of work to ascend as a god. That means that by the time you become a god, bro, that means that by the time you become a god in a
Mm-hmm.
thousand years, the same people that lived in this time that engaged in the war still gonna be here while you up in Ethereum some damn where cruising galaxies. Huh?
Hey man,
Think
that's pretty
about that.
rough, man. You know.
Think about that.
Hey, but on the flip
All
side though, but what about the flip side though? What about the flip side? Now, if it's true that Netanyahu was just killed, and we in the Cosmic era, war ain't got ain't got much longer to go on the earth.
yeah,
Cause
we'll see.
the kingdom gotta come on the earth. That means no
Right,
war. So
right.
tyrants who they die now, they ain't got that much bondage. They ain't got as much bondage as Baal Gad has had.
No, they ain't got that much bonds, but they still gonna have to labor. They still gonna have to labor because it ain't just as simple as saying, okay, well, there ain't no more war on the earth, you free. It ain't
Mm,
about that. It's about them having to, it's about them having to make a constitutional change, not to even do anything like that anymore.
mm,
And
mm,
then, and then it also says on a Oahspe that in order for you to even rise up higher, the people that you put, the people
mm,
you put in that situation have to
mm,
rise above you in order for you to go any higher.
mm, 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 mm,
So it's
mm.
more than just getting rid of war on the earth. It's about you making a constitutional change within yourself and the people who you put in that situation, they gotta
Hmm.
rise up. You ain't finna rise up no higher than them. Cause you the one that did that to them still.
So it sounds like you make the constitutional change, but you still don't resurrect in the
You
least.
still don't resurrect. Right. You still don't
Yeah.
resurrect
Hmm.
because everybody that you put in that position to lose their lives,
Hmm. Hmm.
they have
So
to ascend
so
before you can even ascend.
so the quicker you make them constitutional changes, the better for you, even though it's going to still be a long time.
Right.
Because
Right.
before they can be raised up, I mean, it sound like they got to come, they got to make constitutional changes. Then they got to go about resurrecting those
Yep.
that they oppressed and ruled over. Sound like
Yep. And
you know.
you literally gotta love your enemy. You
Mm,
literally
hmm.
like you
Hmm.
literally gotta like the same nation you sit there and you rage war against, you gotta be become best friends with them.
Ain't that something?
You gotta become best friends with them in order to go any
I
higher.
can't even
But
imagine
see,
that, man.
but
You know
what's
what I mean?
crazy is, they have to be willing to do the same thing because you had asked me earlier, well, what if
Mm,
because you asked me
hmm.
earlier, what if you got vengeance in your heart for somebody who did something like that to you?
Mm.
As long as you got vengeance in your heart for somebody who did that to you, you ain't going no higher either. Because
Yeah.
saving you, because you got to save yourself, and saving yourself
Hmm.
saves them.
Yeah, that's some serious business, man. You know that? That's serious business, man. You know,
Yeah, you know what a
sword
hell
cut,
knot is,
sword,
right?
sword, sword cut both ways, man. You know?
Yeah, you know what a hell knot is, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Ask me
you
what it
get caught
is.
in the hell knot.
Ask,
Yeah, you get caught in the hell knot. They say hell knots start on the battlefield
no,
in the
I want you to ask me again what a hell knot is.
What is a hell knot?
I'm ready to show you. I put it on the screen the other day.
Mm.
Check this out. Check this out. This is a hell knot for your behind.
Oh, I want to see this.
Yeah. Check this out. I got one for your behind, brother.
Oh man, I want to see this.
I'm gonna show you a serious hell knot. Yeah. Watch this. Look at this. Bang.
Mm, mm, mm,
Huh?
mm.
Huh? Come on, brother.
Mm, mm, mm.
That's a knot for your behind. Look at
I
that.
got one for you too. I got one for you too.
Uh-oh. So we going
Look
back and
up.
forth then, huh?
Yes,
Because
we are.
I can
Go
get
to
another
your
one for you.
bro. Go to your Google search. Go to your Google search, and I want you to search a bridge stampede.
Okay. A bridge stampede.
Bridge stampede. Watch this.
Where uh
Just trust me, man. Trust the process,
bread bread stampede?
and yeah, and pull up the images.
Well, you're gonna have to show me which one you want.
Pull up the images. Go to images.
Oh, okay, okay.
Scroll down.
Oh, oh no,
Damn.
no.
Did you ever hear about that bridge stampede that happened? I think it was in Thailand. Look at that one.
That's what I was looking at.
I think it happened in Thailand, and there was so many people trying to get off the bridge that they got caught up in a knot, and nobody could move. They had to pull. It was in Cambodia. They had to pull them people out one by one because it was so compressed. It was so compressed that nobody could move.
Oh
That's a hell
no,
knot.
no. But come to think of it, that's a different type. Well, okay, yeah, okay. Since you say that, yeah. This could fit.
That's
I
a
meant
hell
like
knot.
I meant like a willing hell knot, like people who are knotted in their mindset
Mhm.
is
Oh yeah, I know.
down.
Yeah. Yep. That
These
apply
people
too.
are. This is unfortunate circumstance.
Yeah, that's what a Oahspe describes as a hell knot. It's when somebody's so evil that afflicted so many people, they cross over in spirit, and them people
Uh-huh.
engulf they spirit, and everybody is trying to get to your spirit to rip you apart. That it causes what Oahspe says is a hell knot.
Wait a minute. Run that by me again. Wait, hey, Dave has got
Okay,
some.
let me
That
give you an example. Let me give you an example. Say I'm a war general. What David
yeah.
say? Look at
He
Darius
said,
and
look
Leonidas,
at
enemies in life, partners
Darius
in the
and
civil war,
Leonidas.
freeing slaves. Mm,
But partners, Darius and Leonidas, enemies in life, but partners in ending the civil war and freeing the slaves. So
mm,
they came together to free the slaves.
to free the slaves.
Yeah,
Mm.
Darius and Leonidas. Now, what about this thing you were saying?
Okay, what I'm saying is a hell now. Okay, now that's they all through a while. But now say for instance, right? Let's say for instance, right, I'm a war general.
Eh,
And I send soldiers off to war, and then to fight, in some other little nation, right?
Uh-huh.
Now, now while that's happening while I'm alive, there's soldiers on my side dying for my cause, and then you got them killing the enemies, right? Now let's
Yeah.
say for instance I live, let's say for instance I'm the war general and I die across over and speared. Everybody that died before me are the soldiers that I sent to go kill and the soldiers that got killed in the process. They're going to be they turn into what a WASP calls vengeful spirits, and they want to take vengeance on me for having caused what I caused, right? For having sent soldiers and getting them caught up, right? So
Mm, mm,
when you a soldier, somebody like here's imagine this: you a soldier, you go and you die in war. You wake up as a spirit, you like, damn, I can't see my family again. Who they gonna get pissed at? They're gonna get pissed at the general.
mm.
Then you got the enemies that you kill. Who they gonna get pissed at? They're gonna get pissed at your general. Y'all might
Mhm.
band together because y'all pissed off. You're like, oh man, let's get this fool, man. He didn't tricked us, man, and then we die for his cause and all this bullshit. The moment you cross over, bro, they're gonna engulf your ass. All them evil spears, like hundreds of thousands of them, gonna be engulfing the shit out of you. And what happens is, in the process of them trying to get to your spirit to like mangle you, you get caught up in what's called a hell knot. Everybody trying to compete to get to your spirit to rip it apart.
What is that like a bubble that protects you from everybody getting a piece of you?
No, it ain't a protection bubble. It's everybody ripping each other apart trying to get to you. Everybody like grabbing and pulling and grappling and imagine all that happening, man, all as a big ass mass.
Hey man, let me ask you something real quick. How can one man, how can he make right 100,000 people?
It ain't anything you're gonna be able to do at the moment. See, Oahspe says, okay, so Oahspe break it down like this. Oahspe break it down like this. You got angels that go around liberating these hell knots. They go around and they got these
Yeah,
special little
yeah,
rods and
yeah,
stuff that they
yeah, yeah,
use.
yeah.
They go around breaking the hell knots,
Right,
right?
right, right.
And so once they free the person who they was trying to get to, or the people they were trying to get to, it may not just be you, it could just be you and like your whole council or something, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So once they liberate you, and once they break up the hell knot, they check the records to see who was responsible for the hell knot. Oh, okay, well they was trying to get to you. Okay, well since they was
Mm-hmm.
trying to get to you, you the one responsible. So you the one gonna have to get yourself. Once you get yourself together, you're gonna have to
Mm-hmm.
uplift all these people. You got to
Now,
tell all these people
how
the
in the
truth.
world can how can that happen, man? How in the world can that happen? You know
Well,
what I
the
mean?
angels, the angels of Jehovah, the angels of the Great Spirit ain't gonna leave them hanging. They gonna assist with it. They're gonna
Oh,
assist with it
okay.
and guide. They're gonna assist with it and guide them through it. He ain't just gonna be stuck by himself, just
Right.
just making restitution with all these vengeful spirits. It's
Uh-huh.
up everybody. Yeah, so it's a matter of you recovering, getting yourself together, and then once you get yourself right, what I'm saying, at a point where you can assist with getting all these people, all these angels, these corrupt angels, correct, these angels in
Mm-hmm.
chaos. You
Mm-hmm.
good, you good. But all these angels in chaos, the crazy thing about it is they all have to be restored before you can even rise any higher, because you
Right,
was the
right,
cause of all that.
right.
Because at the end of the day, that's what a hell is about. At the end of the day, a hell at the end of the day is pretty much what you
Hey,
create
hey, hey,
for
hey, hey,
yourself.
Carol, let me ask something real quick, man. A verse just came to my mind. Hold on a second. They shall look upon those that they have afflicted, King James Version. Do you think this applies?
I seen
Isaiah,
that verse before. That's the one in what is that? Go ahead. Let me see.
yeah. Oh, oh, shoot. Oh, I got to share the screen. Hold, hold on a second. Have you ever considered this? I know what the Hebrew Israelites say about it, but now that the let me see. Now that I'm into the Oahspe, it takes on a different meaning. Isaiah 60:14. The sons also
Yeah,
them
let me
that.
see. Hold up. Let me read it real quick.
Okay. Let me see. Omian. Hey, brother. Omian, if you want, come on, man. Click on the link. Put the link in the room again. You got time, Omian, or are you at work? Here, I'll put the link in the room. You decide. Fraggle Patty, 11, 18, and 22. Okay, I get it.
Yeah, talk
Right.
about the hell knot. He sent you the verse that talks about the hell
Oh, it talks
knots.
about the hell not? Okay.
Yeah, because Fragapati then went around. I think he had a whole. He was
Yeah.
he was training his angels.
Yeah.
He was training his
They
angels
was
on how to break up hell knots.
yeah. Ain't that the one where they was like grabbing a line of angels? Like you
Yeah,
grab
man,
one, flip him
man,
behind,
man. He was telling them,
flip
and
him
he was
behind
telling
you,
them. He
and then
said, "Look, yeah." And he was telling them. He said, "Look, man." He said, "Y'all got to be careful breaking up these
yeah,
hells because if you fall up in one,
yeah,
it's gonna be game over."
yeah.
So,
I
so they
mean,
say it's a dangerous work.
didn't he have like a line of angels, and they was like grabbing the dude, flip him in the back of you, and grab another dude, flip him in the back, and then
Yeah,
dude
they
back,
was taking like these little
grab
rods,
him
like
and
they got
flip
these
him.
rods. What Oahspe explains, they got these rods that they would like rods of light that they would cast down just to
Hmm.
to get them to break away from each other and break them up in groups. And once they get them in,
Wow,
once they break them
that's
up in so many
wow, man.
groups,
You know that
yeah.
that is some wild stuff,
Like
man.
you ever seen them videos? You ever seen them videos of a prison riot? And then the guards
Yeah,
come in, they shoot the tear gas, shit like that.
yeah,
That's what it's
yeah,
like.
yeah, 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 yeah.
That's what it's like. Only they not using tear gas, they're using like these light rods and shit to break
Hmm.
to break up and
Hmm.
getting them to scatter.
Hmm. Dave said a hell knot is what a hero went through.
Yeah, Hur went through that. He went through a hell knot. I think he went through one twice. I think it was a god in there that went through it twice.
Gracious, man. man, when I remember reading about those hell knots, man, it make me don't you think sometimes, don't you say to yourself, if they can be that high risen and fall, man, that could happen to any of us.
That could happen to anybody, bro. That could happen to
Don't that
anybody.
don't that scare you?
It do scare me, man. But shit, hell, not scare me more. Scare me more. But the funny thing about it is they are aware of the hell now. If you go to Book of Wars, if you go to Book of Wars against Jehovah, it explains how some of the false gods, when they seen they hell now coming, they fled before it even
Mm-hmm.
got to them.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
As soon as they angel hosts realized they wasn't a creator and they was full of shit, and them angel hosts was like, oh man, let's go get this fool. Man, them gods booked it. They booked it because they knew what time it was gonna be.
Mm-hmm. 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 Man, that just I I have to admit, man, that give me the shivers, man. That
Yeah,
they got that high raised, man. They got way up there in
yeah.
the
You ever
area.
seen you ever seen world leaders? It be some world leaders, man, that would die,
Mm-hmm.
and people hated them so much that they ripped their dead bodies apart.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah, that's
I heard, like when Mussolini, when he got hung.
yeah, Mussolini. They ripped man, they ripped that man to shreds. They
Mm-hmm.
ripped his body to
Mm-hmm.
shreds.
Mm-hmm.
That Italian
Yeah.
leader, man, when that dude died, man, then the people ripped him to shreds.
Mm-hmm.
Look, as above, so below as above. When he crossed over, what you think happened in spirit?
Mm, mm, mm,
If they did
mm,
that to
mm.
if they did that to his dead mortal body, what do you think
Mm.
happened when he rose up as a spirit?
Oh man. Oh man. I
Come
mean,
on now,
how much pounding can even a spirit take? You know what I'm saying?
bro. Spirit don't
How in
die.
the
That's
world?
they tell you
How
no
does that
Oahspe, bro.
work,
Ain't no
man?
dying.
You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
ain't
How
no
does
dying as
how
a
does
spirit. That's why
how
that's
does
why you
that
get cast
work,
into torment.
man? You like Netanyahu. I mean, how how much wow, man. I don't know. I don't know how it works, man.
But that's how it go. And Book of
Wow.
Jehovah. Now, Book of Jehovah is a trip. Because Book of
Mhm,
Jehovah, I tell you, I think it's chapter 7 or chapter 8. Book of Jehovah, I tell you that when people are slain on a battlefield, they wake up in spirit
mhm,
still fighting.
mhm,
They wake
mhm,
up in spirit still fighting each other.
mhm, mhm,
And then and that fighting leads to a hell knot.
mhm, 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 mhm. Wow, man. You know, hey, man, I could see. Wow. If this get out, you know, Creator, he said that he's going to start it in America, man. You know,
Bruh, that's what's
you know what I
crazy.
mean?
It's number
Or
one.
something's
He
going
said
to
it starts
happen here,
here,
right? Yeah.
and his brothers like
Mhm.
me and you are the ones who kick it off.
Maybe I don't know, because no, I'm just kidding, man. Hey,
No, I'm
I'm
just saying.
I'm
I'm
going
not.
down
I'm
to
not making it a. I'm not making it a race thing because anybody who
University
has
of
who has a
Arizona,
solid,
man. Friday. I'm
huh?
supposed to be going down there Friday. I think we was
To
talking
what?
over each other. Go ahead, you go.
No, no. What I was saying
Keep,
was I
keep,
ain't trying to
keep.
make. I ain't trying to make this a race thing. I'm just simply
Oh,
saying,
I know. Yeah, of course not. But this is a hell of a message, man. You know what I mean? I know it's going to that it's it ain't nothing nobody can do about it. But that part about the generals, the sergeants,
that's
the aiding and
game.
the aiding and the abetting of war, and
Yeah,
America
that's
is
game.
condemned, man. America
That's
is
game.
condemned. I mean,
Hey, that's it.
the
Yeah,
history
man.
of oppression. This I don't know how. Oh wow, man.
It's game over, bro. It's game, man. Game is
Wow,
over.
man. I don't
The
see
game
how.
is over. Game is
Hey, I'm
over.
going down. I'm going down to university. Did you hear? I'm going
About
down
what?
to University of Arizona Friday. I'm supposed to be going down there Friday. They gonna forget. They gonna forget. They told me
Oh,
last
that's what
week.
that dude. That's what that dude got killed. That Kirk.
No, no, no. I'm going. I I'm supposed to go down there Friday and talk to an administrator to have
Oh,
the Oahspe introduced into the curriculum
oh
from the
man,
University of Arizona.
that's crazy.
So, hey, but I ain't got no faith.
What you
I know
mean?
I shouldn't say that. Meaning it ain't gonna go nowhere. I'm saying that hoping I'm wrong. You know what I mean? I hope that they I'm in my heart, man. I hope that the creator let it explode somewhere, man. It ain't got to be here.
Yeah, just
Somewhere,
do it. Hey, listen. Just do what
somewhere,
it. Just
man.
do what it do,
Anywhere,
man. But this, listen, bro. Listen. I'm gonna keep it real with you. I'm gonna keep it real with you.
Hey, Daryl,
The
answer that dude in the
Oahspe,
chat. Answer that
bro.
dude in the chat, man.
I gotta see. I gotta see what he wrote. Hold up. What they say?
He wanted to know what religion is this.
It ain't a religion.
He might not be in the chat. Go ahead. What were you saying?
It ain't no religion.
He might have left. What was you saying?
Nah, bro. The Oahspe, man. I don't even know if I should even say this shit publicly. You know what? I'm not gonna even say it, man. I'm not gonna even
Oh,
say it,
okay.
man.
I trust your judgment, man.
I'm not gonna even say it, man.
I trust your judgment. Yeah, yeah,
But
yeah,
I'm gonna tell you like this, bro. I'm gonna tell you like this. Based on what we read in Book of Judgment 32
yeah.
in regards to war,
Hmm.
you can't
Hmm.
have a book like this on the shelf of every American home
I know.
and think
Tall. I know that.
and think that war can be justified. I'm gonna just say it like that. That's my easy way of saying what I really want to say.
Right, right. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Man, brother, I appreciate you coming on, man. I'm Tuesdays and Fridays, man. I'm cranking it up, so
Oh, okay.
just to let you know, I think I got a good one coming out this week, man. Did you see? Well, you haven't seen the title of my next video on Friday. Check out
No,
what it's
what's the
called.
title?
It's called
Okay.
Boasters of High IQs Are Condemned.
Who?
Boasters of high or something to that effect.
Oh,
Boasters.
Bosa. You talking about like, yeah, you
Bo-
talking about people who too smart for their own good.
we live in a world where people like to say they got a high IQ.
Yeah.
I'm coming out with the Oahspe.
Yeah, Wasp calls them learned men, and they don't get nowhere
Yeah,
either
yeah.
because
I've been hearing that a
they so
lot.
smart.
I've been hearing that a lot on Twitter. Evidently, it's a new thing. Like somebody will say something like, "You, that's a low IQ argument." You know what I mean? And it's a big thing,
Yeah.
and it's a big thing in this nation for
What they be
people.
coming up with these? What they be coming up with these trends, man?
I don't know, man. But that's what I love about the Oahspe. You can chop them down one by one.
A Wasp tell you like this. I think this is either in Book of Knowledge or Book of Ben. A Wasp tell you like this. He say you can be as learned as you want to be,
Hmm. Hmm.
and what does it say? I'm kind of butchering it. You could be as learned as you want to be. That does not necessarily mean that the credit is in your favor. And but you can be somebody who don't know a damn thing in the world, but
Yeah,
in your heart, but
I
yep,
know what you're saying.
yep,
Yeah,
yep,
yeah, yeah. I
yep,
know what you're saying. I know what you're saying. I know what you're saying. Your learnedness, your knowledge can work against you.
yep.
When you begin. I like what the Jesus. I don't believe in the Jesus of the New Testament, so I say it like this: the Jesus of the New Testament. I like what he said. When people
Well, which
say
one?
stuff
Because there's
like
two of
that,
them in the New Testament.
oh, oh, no, no, no. You tell. Is there? I didn't know. Or
Yeah,
is there?
there's two of them.
I didn't know. I didn't know that.
Yeah,
No.
there's one that exists in Matthew, Mark, Luke, and
Oh well,
John, and then there's another one. Then there's another one that Paul speaks of. So which one you talking about?
oh
Because they
really?
ain't the
I
same.
didn't know.
Because they not
No,
the. because they're not the same people.
I didn't know
Yes, sir.
that.
He's correct. That's correct.
I didn't know that. How
Look,
do you like
look,
that? I mean, I always,
my man
I
to
just,
come in and say is correct.
I didn't know that, brother. I just, I mean, when I talk to people about the Jesus of the New Testament, I say now there was a Joshua that existed, but I didn't know that one existed, and then one was figment in the New Testament.
No, man, it's two of them in the New Testament.
Whoa, bust
Yeah,
my buttons, man.
it's one in yep, it's
I
one in
didn't
Matthew,
know
Mark,
that.
Luke, and John. There's one in
Uh huh.
Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John,
Uh huh.
and then there's the rest. The rest of it is the other one.
Well, how do you like that? Hey, I think this somebody saying what? Like, what are you talking about? This guy here, Dairy Outlook, the
And when I
real
see,
love survival. Hey,
yeah, and that
if you want, you can click on the link and come on the you come on the chat.
oh yeah, it's gonna get good. He come up in here, he come up in here, it's gonna get good.
If you no, as long as you can be respectful, we can have a civil conversation. I'm not down with none of that friction, man. But anybody's welcome to come on here and ask
Yeah,
questions or whatever, man. Well, probably not. So Earl, I'm getting ready to shut it down, man.
yeah,
Hey, man, I appreciate you coming over. I'll send you or send me an email with that information. I'll get it sent. I'll get the 6 volume set sent right out to you.
yeah. Send that to
Yeah,
me, man. I gotta have it.
it'll be my pleasure, man.
Yeah, I gotta have
So
it, bro.
yeah.
And
And
yeah, so be looking out. Yeah, be looking out within the next couple of weeks. I got the presentation coming called
yeah,
War
so
Below, War Above, War Below.
let now you're coming out with that win because I'm gonna promote it.
It's gonna be within the next couple of weeks. So once I'm going through it right now because it's pretty much done. I'm just going through it right now, just making some adjustments to it.
Okay.
And so once I'm done making them adjustments, and I'm gonna get the flyer made. Once I get the flyer made, I'll send it over to you,
Okay. Yeah.
so that
Yeah.
you can promote it. Yep.
Okay.
But this is
Okay.
gonna be
Yeah.
yeah. But this is gonna be touching on some on how man is about how what goes on in heaven is inspired on earth, man.
Yeah. That's something that I do wonder about. I mean, have you heard that? Have you listened to that video, 30 Years Among the Dead?
No.
Have you haven't heard about it? 30 Years
Mm-mm.
Among the Dead.
Mm-mm.
Oh man, you gotta listen to that. Oh
You
brother.
gotta send it to me. Send it to me.
Okay, hey, you got like 3 minutes? You got like
Yeah.
three
But
minutes? Okay, now
yeah, I do. And I wanted to tell you, I wanted to
hold on.
show you something. Yep.
Okay, hold on 1 second. Don't say nothing. Hold on.
Hmm.
30 Years Among the Dead. Okay. Man, you got to listen to this. This is like an 11-hour video. And
Oh my
man,
goodness.
this this will
Oh my.
help your understanding. This dude did 30 years. He was a psychoanalyst. Now let me see if I can do this correctly. I think I can do this correctly now. Now. Just hold on 1 second. Hold on 1 second. Hold on 1 second. Okay, now let's see if I can do this correctly. Okay. Now I'm just going to play a little bit of this. Or actually, no, that's not going to do you any justice because you have to give it time. You have to give it time to let him set it up. I'm just going to summarize it, and then you can make a copy. You can make a link of it, and then listen to it. Now,
Yeah, I will. I'm gonna
this
do that.
this is a psychoanalyst, I think, right? He had a wife where spirits could channel through his wife. Now, again, the Oahspe say that the creator was going to allow spirits to interface with mortals. That's what this is all
Yeah.
about right here. So this man spent 30 years speaking with spirits that had manifested through his wife. 30
Mm.
years, man. And the thing that grabs you is the consistency of the experiences that they speak of, either good or bad. Now, see, I got
Mm.
it on the screen right now, and they got it in you can see the lyrics of what the man is saying, because the video is
Yeah,
kind of
yeah.
language kind of hard to follow. But this is the video right here, and I have to say this is a really hell of a good video to show you about the reality of the spiritual of the heavens, of the realms,
Oh
of the
my.
angels that go on. And this is empirical evidence, man. You know, and
Wow.
this is the type of stuff that ought to get a man's attention. You know, the reality of the afterlife, man. The reality of it. And you know, the thing that's going to
Wow.
strike you, the thing that's going to strike you, it's going to when you see how spirits, and you already knew this, but the spirits when they pass on, how they keep their consciousness. If you're in bondage, you stay in bondage. You might be in a glorious place. You stay in bondage because the heavens is more glorious than the earth. And I would think that's even talking about people who go into these hells or whatever. Am I wrong? Are the heavens more glorious than the earth? You there? Daryl. Daryl. How much do we losing? Hey, hey, do we lose you, Daryl? I can't hear you. I think we lost the brother, man. Oh, all right. Well, shoot. I guess it's a good time. This is a signal to go ahead and shut it down. Well, shoot, man. Tuesdays and Fridays, brethren. You know, I'm gonna try to keep it cranked up, and so, man. Thanks for joining me. With y'all's permission, I'm gonna just go ahead, unless anybody wants to come on real quick and share a final word or anything. If not, then I'm just go ahead and say a quick prayer, and then in the video, Daryl's coming out with his presentation. I don't know if he said exactly when, but when I find out, I'm gonna share it. So, oh man, trying to wait till the brother get back on. I
Yeah,
don't
I'm
think
still
we're
here,
getting.
bro. But I'm gonna go ahead and log off if that's cool.
Oh, okay. Hey, Deshaun. Hey, man. Make sure you sent me. You messaged me, right?
Yeah, yeah. I sent you a text.
Okay. Did you give me your information?
No, I just texted you.
Okay. Give me your information.
All right. Just let me know.
Give me your address information, and then
All
I'm
right.
gonna get it. And then I'm gonna get it sent out tonight. So
All right. Just confirm that I got the right number, and then I'll text you.
okay. Yeah. Okay. Now see the real love survivor. That's why I was asking you if you wanted to. You could come on the channel. You can click on the link, and it'll bring you in here. If you sincere, man, that's one of the reasons for this channel, because we're trying to pull people out of bondage to religion. And if the creator, if he doesn't do it, man, I'm telling you, that's one hell of a situation to be in. Religion is bondage. Its time has been served, it's served its purpose, and the creator is putting an end to it now. And he's telling all men no more intermediaries between himself and people, mortals. So you're in a hell of a situation, man. You know, I'll be here Tuesdays and Fridays with my brethren, and you don't have to fear coming on the channel. Ain't nobody going to try to fight you or put you down, or we trying to root for you to come up out of that stuff, man. You know, for real. Uh, this channel is we sharing the light, and it may be the one hope of your calling, man. The one hope of your calling to come up out of that stuff. So anyway, brethren, that's the best I can do. I'm gonna ask Jehovah give, to go with this, Jehovah, as um, we go our separate ways. I just pray for my brethren, Jehovah, that we can redeem the time, that we can learn from what's going on in the world, that we can be the best light that we could possibly be, Jehovah, and that you will help us. And I pray for my efforts this weekend, meeting with the university, that they'll be interested and that you would use somebody, anybody, anywhere to bring the light of the Oahspe to the world immediately, if not sooner, Jehovah. Thank you. I pray for my brethren or individual conditions that we are under, and the issues that we're dealing with in our life. Pray for relief, pray for understanding, protection, and our shards to lead us and guide us all, all the way to the end of our reality on the red star on the earth. Thank you, Jehovah, in your name. I give thanks and praise. So let it be. All right, brethren. Thanks for joining me. See you Tuesday, Friday. Same bat time, same bat channel. Till then, Creator go with you. Peace be unto you. Shalom.